Looks like it's going to be about a gain of about 5, but it's getting chippy here already here in Evergreen, Alabama.
Side as well, so that's the
environment like this. How are our guys by our team? But we need to do it in the right way as the officials are over here talking to Coach Jones. But I agree with you. I think we've had some hits out of bounds already, and we've only ran 3 offensive plays.
Yeah, and I can see Coach Jones right there saying the same thing, pointing out of bounds.
We got unsportsmanlike conduct on the Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors. All the way back to the 28-yard line. So it's going to bring up 2nd down for the Warriors.
And Chris, Shadarius Tootle has checked into the game for the first time on offense.
Shadarius Tootle is in the gun here. A little gain of 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and double stakes. And here comes Caleb Metzner as well as Shadarius Tootle coming off the field.
Yeah, Chris, the team's feeling a little adversity for the first time. 3rd and long here, down 3-0. See how they respond.
I think after the late hit out of bounds, Shamar Tootle got a little banged up as well, so he's over here talking with our trainer, Joy Krause. Direct snap, Caleb Metzner in at quarterback. Student body right is going to get back up to the original line of scrimmage, and there's extracurricular activities already going on here on our sideline between the lead blocker as well as the guy on the corner. So we're going to have fireworks here tonight, Chad, one way or the other, whether it's on the scoreboard or whether it's the headgear popping on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, I am okay with the way our team responded. There was a late hit on our quarterback on our sideline, and our team didn't like it.
It's going to bring up 4th down. We haven't had to punt much this year, but Perea is averaging just under 30 yards a punt. We're in punt formation. Snap. Oh, my goodness. Is a little high and goes through the hands of Perea, and it is going to be recovered by the Jaguars around the 14-yard line, and they're going to set up shop there. 1st down on the Cottage Hill Christian Academy 14.
Chris, as that football came off of the field, you could see a noticeable shine on it. So clearly the ball was probably wet. The turf is wet. The team really needs to keep their head about them as Hillcrest Evergreen starts inside the red zone.
Ball spotted, middle of the field, 14-yard line, 5:55 to go in the first. We're going to need a great defensive stop like we had on the first possession, eliminated them to a field goal. Direct snap to the quarterback, power formation, runs it up the right side. Host of Warriors there. And once again, even after the whistle, there's some extracurricular activity by the team wearing the black uniforms and the black pants known as the Jaguars here in Hillcrest.
Chris, I watched J.J. Davis on that play, and, you know, the guy blocked him into the end zone and probably blocked him for about 3 seconds after the whistle, and he didn't like it.
So it brings up 2nd and 4, same bunch formation, direct snap to the quarterback. He's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to hit a wall there by a host of Warriors, and they're going to drive him back. And the Warriors are clapping with excitement as it's going to bring up a big 3rd down, even though the Jaguars can pick up a 1st down here as they're inside the 5-yard line.
Big-time play right there by A.J. Green, holding his ground, pushing him back. This is a big play in the game right here early.
Looks like 3rd and about a long 3. Same formation. Direct snap quarterback. He tries to bounce it outside, and the Warriors are there. The Warriors are there. It's going to bring up a 4th down, big-time play. It looks like by the 4-star Georgia commit, Shadarius Tootle.
That was Nate Sims also over there holding his ground. Made a great-looking form tackle, stopped him in his tracks, and actually about a loss of about 4 or 5 there.
Well, we're going to take an official timeout here. This is the first stoppage under 6 minutes. We're going to call it a heat timeout, even though the rain did cool this off. We've been blessed the last 3 Friday nights with some decent temperature. We're going to take a timeout there with them. So thank you for listening to the Warrior Way Sports Network. Welcome back. 4:48 to go in the first quarter. The Jaguars face a fourth down inside the 10. It's going to be fourth and about 7 after a big defensive stop by the Warriors. As soon as we come back, as soon as we line up here, the official is going to go ahead and come in and talk with the white cap here, the side judge. So it's going to bring up a fourth down. They are not in field goal formation. They're going for it here. They can pick up that of a first down inside the 3. Direct snap to the quarterback, drops back, flushed out of the pocket, and he's got room, and he's going to run, throws back across his body into a voided area. Touchdown, Jaguars.
There is a flag on the play, Chris. Cohen Perea may have been held in the backfield right there.
This will be a big-time penalty on the Jaguars right here. Waiting on the Whitecaps ruling. He's the one that threw the flag. Don't know what we're waiting on here. He is calling holding on the offense. It's a good call there, Chad. This is going to take the points off the board, and the Warriors are going to dodge a bullet, and it's going to bring up a fourth and double stakes from their 20-yard line. So Hillcrest looks to be center of the field, 20-yard line.
Yeah, great athletic move there by Cohen Perea to draw that hold. This is going to really push them back. Looking at about 4th and 16.
4th and 16. The Warriors had to accept the penalty due to the fact, even though it was fourth down, just to get the points off the board. So we're going to need another fourth down stop right here. We were able to hold them to a field goal on the first drive. We gave them great field position on the muff snap on the punt. It's been a lot of storylines early, Chad. Fourth down, trips left, one single receiver to the right, quarterback to the right. Good snap, quarterback's flushed out of the pocket. He throws short of the end zone to around the 7-yard line. Pass incomplete. And this is going to be a turnover and downs. And you can immediately see the reaction to the sidelines of the ones wearing the blue and gold tonight, the Cottage Hill Warriors.
Yeah, Caden Wiggins in the backfield right there flushes the quarterback to his left, and then Cohen Perea standing there again waiting on him, delivers a big hit, incomplete pass. Great play right there by the defense.
See our athletic director, Coach Thomas, talking to the official on our sidelines because this game has had that elevated temperature per se, not with the actual temperature outside, but just with both teams being a little feisty. So here we go, Warriors ball right here. Jaden Davis is the quarterback in the shotgun, hands off up the middle. And that looks like Caden Wynn is going to be stopped near the line of scrimmage, bringing up a second down.
Chris, it's going to be a little harder to get Caden Wynn established in this game. The defensive tackles inside for Hillcrest Evergreen look huge, much bigger than anything we've faced this year. So look for Coach Player to probably try to pop this ball outside a little bit more on this defense.
Shamar Toodles on the sidelines after getting hit late out of bounds, and there was a no call, which is going to bring up second. We're going to say 11 here with 3:58 to go in the first quarter. Warriors 2-by-2, direct snap to Jaden Davis. He tries to swing this screen pass out to the far sideline, and the pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and there it is. You know, the offense trying to go outside. I think you're going to have to run away from these two interior defensive tackles, at least early in the game. Once we get them worn down a little bit, maybe you can try the inside, but there's just nothing there right now.
We've seen Jaden Davis this year in the second half of the ball games in which we've won as the backup quarterback, but we have trips right, Jaden Davis in the gun, rolls to the right, receiver slips down, but Jaden Davis finds a hole. He gets upfield, gains of about 7, but it is going to bring up a fourth down and about 6 here for the Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors.
Yeah, Chris, so you have a backup quarterback in now. You want to get him comfortable. You don't want to ask him to make a play too soon. You're okay with that offensive series right there.
The clock's ticking, 3:23. Warriors in punt formation, punting from their own 23-yard line here. Right hash, going south to north. What we're looking for here, Chad, is just a rebound of a good snap, a good catch, secured the ball by Perea, and a good punt here. all the way past midfield. And number 5 for the Hillcrest Jaguars muffed the punt, but quickly fell on it. And the Jaguars are going to have their third offensive possession, starting on their own 45. Still good field position with 3:01 to go in the first quarter.
Chris, every game has its own feel, its own environment, its own atmosphere. Last week was a track meet. It was up and down the field, up and down the field. Well, now in this game, the Warriors are going to have to rely on their defense with Shamar Tootle likely on the bench for a little bit with an injury. Defense needs to step up. Defense needs to hold them, and this is going to be a field position issue game right now.
And you can tell both teams know a lot's on the line to ultimately get in the playoffs, okay? You got to win the region games. It's great that we're 2-0 and off to a great start, but we kind of feel like we have got to get something going, and that defense is keeping us in the game so far, limited Hillcrest to 3 points.
Absolutely.
So I got a stack formation out there with 2 receivers wide to the right. Inside handoff on the zone is met right there before the 50-yard line, so it's going to bring up second down on the left hash on the 49-yard line on Hillcrest's own 49.
Number 1, Shadarius Tootle doing what Shadarius Tootle does. Big hit.
It's going to be second, and I'm going to say 7. The PA announcer said 6 with 2:39 to go. Got H-back to the right, running back to the left. Runs a little lead play right there, and Chad, right on cue. When you say Shadarius Tootle does what Shadarius Tootle does, just tell the listeners what just happened.
That might have been the best high school form tackle I've seen in a decade. He stuck his face mask right in his chest, lifted his legs up off the ground, and pushed him back onto the ground.
That's sending a message here.
Unbelievable tackle.
Third down. We're going to say a 7, okay, for the Jaguars. H-back to the right, running back to the right, direct snap to the quarterback. Ball's on the ground. Quarterback picks it up, busted play, throws it back across his body, and has a vacated zone there, and that is a pickup there for the Jaguars as they move the sticks out past the Cottage Hill Christian Academy 35-yard line.
Yeah, bobble snap there. They're going to take a timeout. Cohen Perea in the backfield applying great pressure, just a little bit of a busted play there.
You know, you always see that when you have a bad snap, busted play, quarterback rolls out. You know, it's not like the defense is quitting. They're pursuing the quarterback. They have a vacation there in the middle of the field. And he threw back across his body for a big, big completion.
Yeah. You see a lot of plays like that. The defensive backs can only stay with them for so long.
Officials are getting together. Coach Jones is out to the number, still on one crutch. Let's continue to pray for Coach Jones' recovery. I think they're talking about the drone that's flying above head. It's got to stay in the end zone and was coming out over the field. It's going to bring up a first down for the Jaguars. 1:53 to go, first quarter. Hillcrest leads 3-0. And they're driving once again on their third possession.
Yeah, defense is going to have to step up here again.
Twins down to the left, running back to the left. He motions out to the left, direct snap to the quarterback. He's rolling. It looks like a run. He picks it, tucks it, runs upfield. Missed tackle at the 30, gets it out past the first down, inside the red zone. And that's a generous spot because it's right here in front of us. Thought he went out about the 19-yard line, and they're going to spot it out at the 17 there, Chad.
Yeah, Chris, and one thing that we haven't seen through the first 2 games are missed tackles. I've seen some missed tackles here early.
Hillcrest on the move. Third possession for them. Clock's winding, 1:41 to go. You got Twins to the right, H-back to the right, running back to the right, lone receiver down here to the left. Quarterback steps back in the pockets, flushed out to the right, slings it out to the right on a receiver coming back. Pass is short, incomplete. Going to bring up a second down for the Jaguars.
Chris, one thing I've noticed is our defensive line is playing a little different tonight. In the first 2 games, it was a big rush upfield. This game, with the more athletic quarterback back there, they're not trying to get upfield as fast. If that pocket were to separate, and that quarterback could take off at any point and score.
There's no doubt that Hillcrest is athletic, but it's been good to see our defense kind of clamp down and tighten the field here in the red zone. It's going to be ring up 2nd and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line. Left hash for Hillcrest. Twins left. H-back to the right. Running back to the right. Long receiver on the island by himself on the far sideline. Slot receiver in motion, left to right. The snap about hits him. Handoff to the running back. Pretty decent yardage, a gain of about 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Jaguars.
Yeah, nice little counter play there. Running back takes a step to the left, takes the handoff, goes back to the right. Hole was open, but, of course, Shadarius Tootle's standing there waiting for him.
Twins right, H-back to the right, running back to the right, lone receiver here to the short side of the field. Snap to the quarterback, inside zone to the left. He is met by A.J. Green, Caleb Metzner, Cohen Perea, for a loss of about 3 all the way back to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Connor LeSueur in there too. Host of Warriors. You love to see that gang tackling right there.
The 40-second clock is so delayed after each play, which is allowing this quarter to zoom by. We're inside 33 seconds, and there's 27 seconds on a play clock, and it brings up a 4th down. So the Jaguars are going to have to snap it here or take a timeout. It looks like they're lining up in a field goal formation. This is going to be a 32-yarder as the holder's down at the 22. Snaps low again. The kicker did get it off. It hits the upright and ricochets right. How did that happen, Chad? With a bad snap, gets the ball on the block. The kicker stops and starts, kicks it, gets foot on it, hits the upright, ricochets in. 6-0 Hillcrest with 7 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, we only need one thing to go wrong on that play. Everything goes wrong and the ball still goes in. One thing I'll say about their kicker, I was a little kind of wondering about his range. On the second series, Hillcrest Evergreen got down the field but elected to not kick the field goal. That time they kicked from 32 yards, and Chris, I think that would have been good from 40.
Absolutely, even with the stutter step by the left-footed kicker. Hillcrest goes up 6-0 here with 2 field goals on 3 opportunities. The one time that Hillcrest came up short, they elected to go for it on 4th down. I actually put it in the end zone, but got called back for a holding. So we just need to get something going offensively speaking. As we mentioned earlier, on the first drive, Shamar Tootle went out of the game with a late hit out of bounds, and we have not seen him. We've seen Shadarius Tootle at quarterback, direct snaps. We've seen Caleb Metzner, and, of course, we've seen the backup quarterback, Jaden Davis. Hillcrest set to kick off. Good kick. Fielded by Cass Thomas, about the 18-yard line. He stutter steps, hits it out to the left side. We know he's electric, and he's done something here as well, taking the ball out past the 40, near the 45-yard line, which gives the Warriors great field position as we end the first quarter. The end of 1 here in Hillcrest Evergreen. The Jaguars lead 6-0, and we're going to take a timeout with them here on the Warrior Way Sports Network. We're back here in Evergreen, Alabama on the Warrior Way Sports Network where the Hillcrest Evergreen Jaguars lead your Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors 6-0 as we start the second quarter. Direct snap for the Warriors as they're traveling right to left or north to south to Shadarius. That's Caleb Metzner with a pickup of about 3.
Chris, let's talk about the flow of the game real quick. If you're at this game at the end of 1 and you're Cottage Hill and you're only down 6-0 with everything that went wrong, you actually feel pretty good about yourself.
Absolutely, you do. Shadarius Tootle checks in at quarterback. J.J. Davis in motion to the right. Direct snap to Shadarius Tootle, and he breaks through the second level. He is shedding guys off of him. What a run by the 4-star Georgia commit inside the red zone, and that's the first life we've seen out of the offense tonight at Cottage Hill.
And again, okay, everything has gone wrong in that first quarter, Chris. We are inside the red zone now with an opportunity to take the lead.
That defense has bent but didn't break, giving up 2 field goals, and we see the first life here. And now we have Jaden Davis back in at quarterback for the injured Shamar Tootle. Looks like we're going to have trips right. Running back to the right. Messner isolated by himself. Jaden Davis throws the fade ball to Messner. Oh, just comes up in and out. Might have been a little pass interference, but no flag on the play. Good ball by Jaden Davis there on the fade ball to our leading touchdown receiving wide receiver in South Alabama commit, Caleb Metzner.
Chris, we've seen that play several times this year already, that back left corner of the end zone go route. There was a lot of pushing by that defensive back, and the ref just couldn't find his flag.
So brings up 2nd and 10, ball on the left hash. Cottage Hill moving the football here inside the red zone on the 19 of Hillcrest Evergreen. Jaden Davis with a snap, rolls out to the right, pumps one too many times, and the corner comes up and lays a good hit on Jaden for a loss of about 2 yards, which is going to bring up 3rd and 12.
Yeah, Chris, that's a young quarterback. You know, that would have been one to probably just go ahead and throw into the 3rd row of the bleachers up there. Kept it running, looking, just wanting to make a play.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 12. 10:41 to go before halftime. Warriors trail 6-0. But as you stated earlier, Chad, there's a lot of things that went wrong tonight, but we're right here in prime position to get some points on the board. 2-by-2 formation. Wind to the right of Jaden Davis. The snap. He's going to throw the fade ball to Metzner. There's a lot of fighting down here at the bottom, and there's no flag. Once again, in and out of the hands of Metzner on a well-thrown ball. 2 of the last 3 plays, Jaden Davis has hit Metzner in stride, and I believe there should have been a flag called on both of those balls to the back left pylon.
Well, anytime the cornerback is holding the receiver's hands, typically the flag will come out. But again, we see the no call there.
Warriors are lining up for a field goal to get half of these back. Ball is on the 21-yard line on the right hash. Travis Smith, the holder, is going to be at the 27. This is going to be a 37-yard field goal for McGrew. Snaps good, holds down, line drive kick, wide left. Warriors come up short. It's 10:14 to go before halftime. After a long run by Shadarius Tootle to get us inside the red zone there, the Warriors come up short on points and trail Hillcrest 6-0.
Yeah, Chris, the offense really kind of abandoned the run there. Once they got into the red zone, they looked for that back left corner. If called properly, that actually works because there were 2 pass interferences there that were missed. But, you know, hey, here we are.
Well, here's the deal. You're on the road. You know what's going to happen. We've already seen late hits out of bounds. We've seen both teams a little chippy. So 3A Region 1 contest. The best football in the state of Alabama is played in the Southwest. We know that, okay? So we know it's going to be like this all night long. We got to find ways to battle and look for the defense to battle right here again and hold Hillcrest with 10:14 to go before halftime. Jaguars, twins right, H-back to the right, running back to the left, handoff up the middle, and there's that front four. Front four with the stop. Loss of 1 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Metzner, Wiggins, Perea, all in there collapsing down. Hold them to nothing on that play. Actually loss of 1 there.
Once again, the clock's running, but the play clock still has not started. This is how you shorten a football game, folks. The play clock just now starts. It's at 38. At least 8 seconds roll off the clock. Twins to the right. Looks like all verse. Outside receiver comes back on a hitch route. He's thrown. It's going to be blocking the back after the catch with no doubt there. Everybody sees it. Flags thrown at midfield. Good pitch and catch by Hillcrest. But after the catch, getting the yards after the catch, there was a block in the back that's going to back this up.
Nate Sims slipped a little bit there on the coverage, but thankfully their player hit J.J. Davis in the back. Clearly, they could not call that one, Chris.
So as officials sort out where the penalty transpired, it is a block in the back on the Hillcrest Jaguars. But seeing a little bit of life here out of Shamar Tootle after the hit out of bounds as he's trying to get things going here on the sideline to possibly get back into this game as he's talking to our longtime trainer, Joy Krause. And we're so grateful for Joy and her long service of 25 years. She stopped by the office and was talking with Miss Newton and I just the other day about just her time here and how much she loves it. We're so grateful for her and Guff Orthopedic and all they do for Cottage Hill Christian Academy Athletics. So once again, this is going to move the chains because the block in the back happened near midfield. This is going to be first down for the Jaguars.
Didn't get a signal yet, but he walked off 10 yards and the Jags are kind of blocking the fraction out.
Hey, even he knows it's a 15-yard pitch.
So it's going to be first and 10, Jaguars. Ball on the left hash, twins right, H-back right, running back to the right. He flares out in motion, throws the bubble out there to him, catches it, and a host of Warriors are there to meet him for a loss on the play as they are still in their own territory short of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, they run that to the right, to their right side. Metzner and Tootle are standing there. And, you know, Darius Tootle's just in on every single play tonight. He is playing with his hair on fire, Chris.
He was very animated and very passionate about the hit on his brother out of bounds earlier, playing with the extra fuel and fire there. Got two back set, fake handoff, quarterback boots out, goes back in the pocket, got a deep receiver on the post. Nate Sims on the coverage, incomplete. Pretty much a one receiver route there. Nate got twisted around but recovered well.
Yeah, Nate Sims standing right there with him, Chris. That play had no chance. Not fooled at all by all the trickery in the backfield there.
You can tell the speed that Hillcrest has got on that play. For a second there, it looks like he might have got over the top on the post pattern. But it's going to bring up a third and about 10, maybe 11 for the Jaguars. Ball just short of the 50-yard line. 32 on the play clock. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass. 8:46. Coming out in trips right here. Running back to the left. Lone receiver to the far sideline. Quarterback with a snap. He steps back. He steps up. He rolls to the right. He has nowhere to go. And guess what? He is going to be sacked by Caleb Metzner for a big loss of almost 20 yards on the play, Chad.
Chris, great play right there by Caleb Metzner. But let's talk about why that play happened. A.J. Green coming up the middle, not over pursuing, holding his lane, holding his spot, forced that quarterback out. Metzner cleans it up.
They having clock problems here in Evergreen. The Whitecaps trying to wind it. The clock says 8:09. The play clock is blinking. Now it says 26. So it is stalling out just a little bit, but it looks like the Hillcrest Jaguars are lining up in punt formation here because it's going to bring up a fourth in West Mobile, and we're in Evergreen, folks, so that should tell you something. This is about the same location where we had the inopportunity on the punt earlier. So let's see if it might be something on the ground here, Chad, that can give us a bad snap. Timeout Hillcrest as the play clock was about to expire.
Timeout called by the Jags.
I think everybody's hollering about the clock here. We don't know this, we don't know that. Coach Jones is upset. Hillcrest had to call a timeout to not get to delay a game. The clock says 7:39. I'm not real sure, Chad. You can tell me if that's what it is.
Well, it was going down in 20-second chunks. It wouldn't run, then it would take 20 seconds off, and then it wouldn't run. Not sure. I think the officials may be getting together with the booth right now. The official points to his ear, looking up at the press box. But this is an opportunity right here, Chris. You've got Zycas Thomas is going to field this punt probably somewhere a little on the other side of midfield. this would be a great time for him to make a play like he does.
Last time we said that, Chad, we called it into an existence. So maybe we can do that here. He has been electric. He's got a 45-yard punt return for a touchdown already this year. He had a good return on the most recent kickoff by Hillcrest. But you know what? Hillcrest probably realizes, if they watched any film, that CHCA is pretty electric. So he's going back now with his heels on his own 40-yard line. During pre-games, we was watching that of the Hillcrest punter, and he was averaging somewhere about 35 yards, but with a tight spiral and good hang time. So we'll see right here.
6-5 now on the clock, please.
Still having some play clock issues there, Chris. I think that the refs might even be showing a little bit of frustration with that.
The Whitecaps on the far sideline. Now it says 40. We've had situations with this all night long. This is why the game has kind of went at a faster pace. So now the Whitecaps telling the booth that the back judge will be keeping the clock, play clock on the field. Whitecaps running over here to tell Coach Jones the same thing. The back judge has got the clock, not going by the play clock. Now the game clock says 6:08. We just lost a minute and 40 seconds sitting here just talking. Now it says 6 minutes. I'm going to tell you what, Coach Jones is a lot nicer guy than myself because I would have already blew a gasket right now.
Yeah, Chris, they might just run it on down to 0 and send us to halftime at this rate.
Everybody's just looking at each other, standing around. 6:59 on the clock is what they say. Whitecap blows the ball in play. Hillcrest in punt formation. CHCA now is at about the 35-yard line with his heels. Snap's good. Kick is off. Punt is low. It is downed by Hillcrest around the Cottage Hill Christian Academy 40-yard line.
That ball just knuckleballed off of his foot, but honestly, for Hillcrest Evergreen, that probably was the best-case scenario. CHCA Thomas never got his hands on it.
Well, we just said it was 6:59 when he punted, and guess what, Chad?
Oh, it's still 6:59.
Imagine
Actually,
that.
when you said that, I looked to see if it was 7:04. So at least we're not going the
6:59.
wrong direction.
We're going to do the best we can, folks, to give you an idea of how much time's remaining. Interesting night here in Evergreen, Alabama. We're just now starting to dry off after the pregame around 6:30 as it was raining. I'm so grateful for Katie West and Miss Jennifer Newton helping us here in our makeshift booth on the visitor sidelines tonight.
Chris Shamar Tootle still on the sideline, still trying to get that ankle worked out. Going to be starting off with Shadarius Tootle at quarterback.
Working, but the minutes on the red clock is not working. They have to keep it on the field.
All right, now the public address announcer for the Jaguars comes on and tells everybody in attendance and the players and coaches that the play clock is working, but the game clock is not. So now the officials will keep the game clock on the field, but we're going to go off the play clock in both the north and south end zones.
Time will be kept up on the field.
Chris, last time Shadarius touched the ball, it was a big run off the left side, and they come out with a heavy left formation on this one.
Same formation, direct snap to Shadarius Tootle. He's a beast. He's running it up the middle. He gets to the second level. It takes a host of Jaguars to put them down and gets close to the first down, about a gain of 8.
Don't hear whistle yet. Let's see. I see the ball.
And Chris, you're talking about that chippiness in the game. We just had two guys block one of their defenders all the way out of bounds. We are playing as hard as we can right now.
Retain possession as we there's 2 on carry.
That's football, ladies and gentlemen. Second down and 5 to go. Snap to Metzner. Bad snap. Did not even look like we were set. The side judge was still talking to Coach Jones, and the ball was snapped. And just an absolute botch play. What's going on here tonight, Chad?
Is it a full moon? Is it Halloween? I'm not sure what's going on here, but this game, the flow of this game just doesn't feel right, and I think that the clock has played into that. Chris, the play clock hasn't even started yet, and that play was over minimum 10 seconds ago.
3rd and 15 Ball on the Cottage Hill 35 left hash. Backup quarterback Jaden Davison now. Swings it out to J.J. Bush. Ball behind him. He picks it up. Like deeming a lateral, not an incomplete pass, is going to bring up a 4th down as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That offensive series probably was as bad as it could possibly be on that play. A lateral backwards pass, fumbled, picked up by Travis Smith, and then just tackled for a huge loss.
Punt formation for the Warriors. Can't really tell you how much time's left before halftime. Says 4:16. It has moved, but we're just going to take a guess there. It's going to bring up 4th and about 25. We're in punt formation. The snap, whistles blow. Not sure what's transpiring here.
Offsides on the Jags.
Offsides on the Jaguars. Add another 5 to that. It's going to bring up 4th and 20.
Well, again, think about the difference in feel between this game and last week. This is just going like a clunker. It's very slow. It's very methodical. Lots of penalties, lots of sloppy plays.
Players running on and off the field for Hillcrest. Warriors still in punt formation. The official on our sidelines out to the numbers, trying to talk into his microphone to the white cap. Now all the officials seem to be getting together to discuss something here.
They're allowing Hillcrest to sub. Number 1 runs off the field. Number 22 comes onto the field.
I have no idea.
I can't.
Punt formation for
nothing.
the Warriors. Snap's good. Perea kicks it away. Good high kick. Fair catch by that of Hillcrest. A Warrior was blocked into, looks like Cass Thomas was blocked in to the receiving Jaguar, number 5. No penalty flag there. Hillcrest is going to have the ball on their own 31-yard line. I would say inside 4 minutes to go before halftime. The clock is not working here in Hillcrest. It's going to be an official timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, too, see if we can get an idea how much time's left before half. Thank you for listening to the Warrior Way Sports Network as Cottage Hill trails Hillcrest 6-0. Welcome back to Hillcrest Evergreen, where the Jaguars lead the Warriors 6-0. We was trying to figure out how much time's left before the half. Even the public address announcer has no idea. Jaguars is going to run off left side, penalty flag down, makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what this penalty is here. In the vicinity of holding on the Jaguars, and it is going to be holding on Hillcrest.
Chris, in a game that flows like this, it's really important the coaches keep the team together, keep their head in it. This game has a very weird, let's call it no flow to it, because of the way the play clock is run, the way that the officials are calling timeouts constantly. There can't get to be any groove, and you got to keep the players in it now.
Holding on Hillcrest backs them up to their own 20-yard line. You're right, Chad. It is very frustrating. It's very frustrating to call it, you know. And, of course, we're calling for the Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors, so we are looking through blue and gold lenses. But at the end of the day, this is quite frustrating. But our defense is standing strong here. Snap to the quarterback, looks to his left, flushed out of the pocket, steps up in the pocket, rolls to the right, tries a Drag route across the middle. Incomplete pass. Cass Thomas there on the coverage. It's going to bring up second down.
Great coverage right there by Cass Thomas, right in his hip pocket, batted that one away. A.J. Green looked like got up way upfield, allowed the quarterback to roll to the right. It worked out great. That great coverage there.
2nd and 20 for the Jaguars. Have no idea how much time's left before halftime. We just need a good defensive stop or turnover. As we mentioned earlier, that's exactly right. Somebody in the stands said we need a pick here. We're +4 in the turnover margin on the year, and we'd like to see one here. Tight formation, H-back to the right. Handoff to the running back on the right side. He is met, I think that is LeSueur, and then here comes a host of Warriors as well to stop him at the line of scrimmage, which is going to bring up 3rd and about 19.
Connor LeSueur looked like a concrete wall there, Chris. Just running back ran into him, and he gave no ground on that one. Wonderful play by LeSueur.
I'm looking for a touchdown by the Warriors right here. Maybe a scoop and score, pick 6 or something, because Chad Anderson brought us some of these LED lights to put around our table. He said he was going to turn these things on once we get on the board, and it would be nice to have that. Snap to the quarterback, looks to his left, flushed out to his right. He's rolling, looks downfield, overthrows the receiver on the drag route, passes incomplete. It should stop the clock, but guess what, folks? We have no idea because the clock's not working here in Evergreen, Alabama.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Jones is looking for an explanation, trying to get that clock number as well.
Here we go. We know it's 4th down. It's 4th and a Mobile right here for the Jaguars. 4th and about 20. Jags are in punt formation. Cass Thomas near midfield at the Jaguar logo. This is what we'd like here, for him to be able to field this punt cleanly and take it to the house so we can strike up the band and get on the board here in Evergreen. Snap, kick is off. It's off the side of his foot. It does not go, Chad, but about 10 yards. That's a huge turn of events for Cottage Hill here. Ball is going to be at the Hillcrest 36.
And Chris, Cottage Hill got a little fortunate there. Nate Sims got around that ball and was close to it, and a host of Evergreen Jaguars came over and tried to push him into it.
Our sidelines was hollering Peter. We had this conversation a little bit earlier today during pregame. Peter, get away from it. It's going to bring up 1st down. Cottage Hill, ball on the left hash. They're traveling north to south, looking to get it in the end zone right here before the half. Not real sure, folks, about how much time's remaining before half. But 4 minutes is what Miss Newton just told me that the PA address announcer said. 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 22 minutes ago, but we'll take it. Handoff win up the left side. He falls forward for a gain of 3. That's hard running by the senior, Caden Wynn.
Yeah, and it's tough to get him established up the middle. I mean, big number 72 for Hillcrest, big number 60 for Hillcrest, really has that middle clogged up. And that's where Caden really makes his money, is up the middle.
Jaden Davis, the quarterback. Caden Wynn to the right. Caden Wiggins at H-back to the left. Twins out to the right. Jaden Davis pulls it on a QB keeper. Gets a few yards there for the Warriors. Going to bring up 3rd down.
Chris, looked like he had a lot of green grass there. I'm not sure if he tripped or slid or what happened there. But nevertheless, third and medium.
3rd and medium for the Warriors. Need to move the sticks here. Looks like Metzner, that quarterback, direct snap, whistle blows on the snap, timeout Cottage Hill. That's a great timeout by Coach Jones. Big 3rd down play. We're going to take a quick timeout. Thank you for listening to the Warrior Way Sports Network here in Evergreen, Alabama.
At Cottage Hill Christian Academy, we provide a Christ-centered education that prepares students for excellence as lifelong disciples. It is through the Cottage Hill tradition we cultivate authentic relationships and community. We prayerfully partner with families to develop tomorrow's servant leaders today. Find out more about the Warrior Way by visiting chcacademy.com.
Welcome back to Evergreen. Warriors face a third down here, 3rd and about 5. Snap to Caleb Metzner. He was not ready. Miscommunication there. He's going to lose yards on the play. The PA address, the public address announcer just came on and said it's either 2:45 remaining before half or 2 minutes. He didn't know. It's going to bring up a 4th down and about 10.
Chris, that's the second straight time that we've tried to snap the ball to Metzner, and there was a miscommunication possibly between he and the center. Coach Player's really getting a workout here.
1 minute and 45 seconds up here in the
Side judge just comes in and tells our coaching staff 1:45 remaining. Clock says 2:45, but we've been having clock issues pretty much halfway through the first quarter. Shamar Tootle, kind of recapping, on the first drive was hit late out of bounds. No penalty flag, came up a little banged up, and we have not seen him since. And we have been rotating the backup quarterback, Jaden Davis, Caleb Metzner, Shadarius Tootle, all getting direct snaps and trying to run as much of the offense as we possibly can. But the defense have held strong, forced 2 field goals. One bounced off the uprights and into the middle there for I think it was a 36-yarder or something like that. But it's going to be 4th and 10. Jaden Davis, the quarterback. Warriors are going for it. 4 down territory, 5 wide. Throws the fade ball up, 1-on-1 to Metzner. As the pass is completed, but he is forced out of bounds, and it's an incomplete pass. It's going to be a turnover of downs for the Warriors. I would assume 6-7 seconds off to play, so I'm going to guess probably 1:38 to go before halftime, and Hillcrest is going to have the football on their own 37-yard line.
Chris, this game has a feel of the defense is going to have to make a big play, like you said on the last series, a scoop and score, a pick for a big return, or possibly a big special teams play. You know Zycast Thomas can do it. You know that these guys are going to be pulling at that ball and trying to make a play because this has turned into an absolute defensive struggle.
Jaguars lead 6-0. Under 1:40 to go before half here in Evergreen, Alabama, on a very unique night. But the defense has held strong. Front four has done their job with Wiggins and Metzner and A.J. Green and Josh McCants, and linebacker play has been great with Cohen Perea and Lesore, and then, of course, the 4-star commit, Shadarius Tootle. 2-back formation, Hillcrest. Play action fake. Quarterback drops back, tries to look downfield. Now he's going to scramble to his left, and this is when backyard football comes into play and flips the field, immediately taking it 45 yards into Cottage Hill territory, inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line, and the Jaguars are on the move. It is really dark out here, and there's a flag on the play, and nobody has even noticed that the flag's on the play. The white cap cranks the whistle. Hillcrest runs it up the middle. It looks like a forced fumble, but the whistle has been blown.
The Warriors are insisting that they got it there, but the refs disagree.
Chad, there is still a flag on the play from the previous play sitting at the 50-yard line right there on the Jaguar logo, and it sticks out because the flag's yellow and the Jaguar logo is red, black, and white. Early whistle, pre-snap whistle. It's going to be false start on the offense. They're going to back them up 5 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Chris, let's talk about why that long scramble happened, though. I watched that. It was the same play where they do 2 fake handoffs in the backfield and send the go route. J.J. Davis and Nate Sims were all over that receiver, so the quarterback didn't throw it and made the scramble.
2nd and 10. Twins right for the Jaguars. flashes the handoff up the middle, and he is met in the backfield. I can't see that far, Chad. I know it was one of the front four guys. Was that Josh McCants?
Absolutely, 8th grader Josh McCants.
A young man's got a bright future in the blue and gold, and we can't wait to see him for 4.5 more seasons here. Hillcrest, a little confused with the formation. Some's running off, some's running on. Twins left, H back to the left, running back to the right. Lone receiver down here to the right. Warriors are saying Hillcrest jumped. The flag comes in, pre-snap penalty, backing them up. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 20 for the Jaguars. They got this thing in reverse after the big quarterback scramble.
And wouldn't you know, the scoreboard says 4th down, so we're going to go with the chains to say 3rd and long.
It's going to be 3rd and long. The clock is winding. Hillcrest is not in any hurry. And, folks, we apologize. We can't tell you how much time is remaining before halftime, but I can assure you it is under a minute, if not even closer than that. Twins left, long receiver to the right. Quarterback flushed out to his right, looking to the long receiver. Long receiver comes back, catches the pass along the sidelines. And this is the furthest location from us. This is a complete pass. It looks like it might be inside the 10. 1st and goal for the Jaguars.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from our perspective, Chris, but that is definitely inside the 5, maybe even down to the 1.
Quarterback rolled right. Receiver was going on a deep route, kind of came back to the quarterback. He hit him on the route and then was able to turn it upfield and get inside the 10. Handoff up the middle for the Jaguars. And the Jaguars stuff it in for their first touchdown of the night. Coach Jones is upset with the side judge. And as we say, we are probably, Chad, 80 yards away from that where we're located, so it's hard for us to give you a good call.
Just a simple quarterback keep. Counter took a couple steps to the left, went right into the end zone, but it only had to go 1 yard there.
The officials are getting together. I guess Coach Jones is trying to talk about maybe the clock has expired. I'm not real sure. Nobody knows how much time it is. That's frustrating. These kids work extremely hard, and we're having some clock malfunction and just not really sure what's going on here at Hillcrest.
And this is as animated as I've seen our coaching staff all year. You know, Coach Jones out to the numbers almost on a couple of plays, trying to get the refs' attention.
After the refs come together, the white cap throws up the touchdown signal again. So Hillcrest leads 12-0, lining up for the PAT, the left-footed kicker, who is 2 for 2 on field goal attempts this evening, will try his first PAT. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. He's got a beautiful boot, and that PAT is good. So the score is Hillcrest 13, Cottage Hill Christian Academy 0. Can't tell you how much time's left. I was waiting for the PA announcer, but we just know it's close to halftime.
Well, the PA announcer doesn't know either. I think he said we're close to halftime. That's as good as he can give us.
There's a minute 45 on the change of possession. Surely. It looks like the Warriors are going off the field as well as the Jaguars.
And that is going to end the first half, Chris.
So we always talk about the last 4 minutes of each half and the first 4 of the third quarter. So I would be upset too. Now I see why Coach Jones, as I was saying earlier, probably about time had to expire. So it was a little controversy there of did they punch it in before time expired or did they not? We'll never know because the clock is not working. We're on the road, 13-0. Interesting first half, to say the least. We're going to go ahead and take a break here, try to regroup ourselves and wrap our heads around what's transpiring. But we got a treat here because Katie West is going to get on the airways here in about 5 to 10 minutes to tell us about the happenings of the Hill, give us a calendar, give us an update of what's going on campus. And we just want to thank all our listeners for taking time out and listening to Cottage Hill football on the Warrior Way Sports Network. Hillcrest Evergreen leads your Warriors 13-0 at the half.
Cottage Hill Christian Academy, we provide a Christ-centered education that prepares students for excellence as lifelong disciples. It is through the Cottage Hill tradition we cultivate authentic relationships and community. We prayerfully partner with families to develop tomorrow's servant leaders today. Find out more about the Warrior Way by visiting chcacademy.com. Want to take your business to the next level while supporting Warrior Athletics? Become a proud sponsor of CHCA Athletics today. To learn more about sponsorship opportunities, reach out to our athletic director, Adam Thomas, or Katie West. Don't miss your chance to be part of the action, support our athletes, and promote your brand. Contact us today. Want to stay connected with Cottage Hill Christian Academy? Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Get the latest updates, news, and highlights from our school community right at your fingertips. Want to stay in the game with all things Warrior Athletics? Make sure you're in the know by following our official athletic accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and X. You can also visit us online at chcaathletics.com. At Cottage Hill Christian Academy, our athletes strive for excellence, and behind them is the Warrior Club, an organization dedicated to making their success possible. The Warrior Club provides essential financial and auxiliary support to our athletic programs while promoting Christian character through sportsmanship, fair play, and the recognition of every player's and coach's accomplishments. Join the Warrior Club today and support our incredible student athletes. Cottage Hill Christian Academy, we provide a Christ-centered education that prepares students for excellence as lifelong disciples. It is through the Cottage Hill tradition we cultivate authentic relationships and community. We prayerfully partner with families to develop tomorrow's servant leaders today. Find out more about the Warrior Way by visiting chcacademy.com. Want to stay connected with Cottage Hill Christian Academy? Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Get the latest updates, news, and highlights from our school community right at your fingertips. Want to stay in the game with all things Warrior Athletics? Make sure you're in the know by following our official athletic accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and X. You can also visit us online at chcaathletics.com. At Cottage Hill Christian Academy, our athletes strive for excellence, and behind them is the Warrior Club, an organization dedicated to making their success possible. The Warrior Club provides essential financial and auxiliary support to our athletic programs while promoting Christian character through sportsmanship, fair play, and the recognition of every player's and coach's accomplishments. Join the Warrior Club today and support our incredible student athletes. At Cottage Hill Christian Academy, we provide a Christ-centered education that prepares students for excellence as lifelong disciples. It is through the Cottage Hill tradition we cultivate authentic relationships and community. We prayerfully partner with families to develop tomorrow's servant leaders today. Find out more about the Warrior Way by visiting chcacademy.com. Want to take your business to the next level while supporting Warrior Athletics? Become a proud sponsor of CHCA Athletics today. To learn more about sponsorship opportunities, reach out to our athletic director, Adam Thomas, or Katie West. Don't miss your chance to be part of the action, support our athletes, and promote your brand. Contact us today. Want to stay connected with Cottage Hill Christian Academy? Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Get the latest updates, news, and highlights from our school community right at your fingertips.
Welcome back to Hillcrest Evergreen, where the Jaguars lead the Warriors 13-0 in a very unique first half. Whether it was the monsoon and the rain and the wind before kickoff, to the inability of the clock functioning properly, to all the officials coming together on penalties and so forth, the Warriors defense stood strong and held Hillcrest to 2 field goals. And then on the last play, nobody knows how much time's left. On the last play, the Jaguars punch it in with a design run up the middle as Coach Jones was upset. I just came back from the locker room. The kids seem upbeat, ready to come out here and perform in the second half, and I think you'll see a different team. But offensively speaking, Shamar Tootle went out on the first drive, if I'm not mistaken, the second or third play of the game, and got hit late out of bounds, no penalty there, and was out for the majority of the game. But anyways, we're back here. I'm getting some text saying our link's not working, so I'm not sure if we're live.
On your Twitter.
Maybe.
Yeah, the
so.
rain kicked us off, so it's back up.
All right, so the rain kicked us off earlier, so we have people trying to go. Just if you can spread the word to go on the YouTube CHCA Athletics tab and click on the link, you'll be able to, of course, hear the game. But anyways, I'm here with Katie West, the mastermind behind the scenes. Katie, tell us a little bit about what's been going on at the Hill this week and what we got upcoming.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks have been really fun weeks on campus. Last 2 Fridays, 2 of our favorite events, I feel like, on campus, with last Friday being our Big Little Buddy meet and greet, which is one of our favorite things that we get to do at Cottage Hill. It's really special where our seniors get paired with a K-5 student and get to hang out and mentor and go eat lunch for birthdays, and we do multiple events throughout the year where they get to form that relationship, and we really like to see them together. They have a lot of fun. So this was their first meeting of plenty more throughout the school year. And then this morning, It's been a long day.
Absolutely it has.
We welcomed A whole lot. I wish I had the final number. Didn't pull it today.
I would say in the fellowship hall, we had almost 350, that's students and grandparents
for our 5th through 8th grade Grandparents' Day. So we've just kicked this off the last couple of years. We brought it back, and it's been great. So great that we had to split it into 2 weeks. So this week was our middle school students, and then next week will be our preschool students. And I know grandparents are excited to see their grandkids on campus.
Absolutely. And Katie, we can't thank you enough for all you do for Cottage Hill Christian Academy, and especially as an alum who gets to work in the administrative offices and everything that you do, everything that you produce for us, whether it's this Warrior Way Sports Network or your communications and all the other gaps that you fill as a piece of the puzzle. We're very, very grateful for all you do. And what did you think about the rain prior to?
Well, I'm going to give a shout out to Miss Newton because I was a little skeptical. A couple of raindrops hit, and I was like, oh, it's a little bit of rain. She was like, I think we should go ahead and get the tent. So just in time, we moved it up here. We're still kind of sitting in some standing water, and but our stuff survived. We're still on air. We made it.
Absolutely, and we couldn't have done it without you, so we're grateful once again for all that you do, and maybe we'll have a better second half with maybe a clock working, even though it's not working right now during halftime, so I'm just being optimistic. And then, of course, we have reports that Shamar Tootle is going to give it a go to come out in the second half because it's a 2-possession game, and we're looking forward to putting some points on the board and getting back in this 3A Region 1 contest. So as we get Chad Anderson back, thank you, Katie. I want to go over a couple of halftime scores locally. MGM leads Daphne 21-13. Saraland all over Gulf Shores right now at the half, 23-7. Viger blanking LaFleur 21-0 right now. The Theodore Bobcats up 10-3 against the McGill-Tulane Yellow Jackets. Faith Academy up at the half against Central Nell, 16-14. Baker up 21-0 over Davidson. Foley 20, Robertsdale 0. Washington County, who we saw 2 weeks ago, and someone we're going to see on the Week 10 slate, St. Luke's. Washington County leads St. Luke's 27-0. And UMS is up on BC Rain 21-0. But the clock is running. It says 8:02. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. It went off, then came back on. Both teams are out and already have stretched out. The Warriors will receive the second half kickoff as Hillcrest took the ball to start. But, yeah, give us your analysis of the first half.
Well, it was a grade A clunker, but that's not the fault of the players. There were so many technical difficulties, lots of penalties, lots of missed calls on the other side. So this is one of those situations, too, where Shamar Tootle goes out early. Coach Jones has done a really good job of keeping the team together. There's been a lot of late hits. There's been a lot of things, late blocks, a lot of things going on behind the play that I'm watching happen as the play goes downfield that the refs are not seeing. But the defense has stood strong. I don't know if that last touchdown really happened. Coach Jones seemed to be convinced that it didn't because the time had run out, but they gave him either an untimed down or something happened there that allowed him to do that. So new half, one play, we can get back into this thing with it being only a 2-possession game.
Good analysis there, Chad. I'll be honest with you, it has been a unique situation. Anytime you go on the road, you're not at home, but we've been on the road the first 2 weeks. We still have 2 more weeks before we get home. Next week we'll have the bye, and then we'll host XL in a 3A Region 1 game. But it's always challenges when you go on the road. You got to drive up on the charter bus. Then when you get here, you have a unique set of circumstances. The playing surface looks good. Of course, if you've been to Evergreen here at Hillcrest Evergreen, they won a state championship in 2017. They have the concrete bleachers that I would call the stairwell to heaven because the locker room is to that of the south end zone where both teams actually go in and out of the same gate. And I've been in that locker room before, Chad, and let me tell you something. There's only one little door that separates the two, so I imagine there was a few words by both teams prior to and, of course, coming out. But we're going to get started here momentarily with the second half. And, of course, we have a great crowd traveled up here to Evergreen to see the Warriors try to go 3-0 for the first time since 2019.
The big thing that you hope for right here is that Shamar Tootle can come out and be healthy. Obviously, his health is the most important thing. But when we're talking about from a football perspective, he makes a living with his legs. He can get into a rhythm. If he comes back,
snap, pretty much like a wildcat formation, have a big gain, okay, and get inside the red zone. It's interference on both of them. Ball was a little wet, in and out of the hands or off the pads and so forth. Not pointing any blame, but there was a lot of hands on each other as they was running up that sideline. We fight through that. We got a half of football to play. The clock has 12 minutes on it, which is good, so maybe it's going to attempt to work and they fix that because they did turn it off and reset it, so that would help us out and help everybody out here momentarily. But both teams look like they're ready to go and just waiting on the officials.
Yeah, and keeping with the slow pace of this game, everybody's ready to go, and the officials are literally just walking out of the locker room there as both teams are ready to put the ball down.
And, you know, especially since post-COVID, it doesn't matter whether it's football, baseball, softball, volleyball, any sport that is sanctioned by the Alabama High School Athletic Association, you see it each week or each start of the season. Officials are down across our state. So if you ever have the passion, which I know you never missed a call in the stands, but go out there and find your local organization, whether that's in Mobile or Baldwin County or wherever you reside, wherever you're listening from, and sign up and go, because you can give back to these student athletes who represent their. It's not as easy as we make it appear.
Oh yeah, well we're that good. You know? we do make it look easy. But so I still don't look for Coach Blair to try to establish that middle. If Shamar is able to come out and go, hopefully you'll see those quick bubble screens out. Let some of those
and the officials are now trying to let both teams know which side they're on. The Warriors, wearing the white on white with the Navy helmet, will be traveling north to south. That's our right to left. And the Jaguars are in the black top, black pants, black helmet. They will be kicking off from our left to right. We have Aaron Ward and Cass Thomas back deep. And, Chad, it might take something like a special teams play to get us back in this thing to give some new life.
This game has that feel to it. Defense, special teams, looking for somebody to make a play here.
Well, the play clock is working as the white cap blows official. The left-footed kicker kicks it off. Good kick to Cass Thomas. He comes up and catches it on the run. He has a little bit of room. He sticks his toe on the ground, reverses field, gets it back to the middle of the field to near the 25-yard line. And the Warriors will start there.
And, Chris, I hate to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but the clock actually worked on that play.
11:53 to go in the third quarter here. We're in the second half, and I hope it does, Chad, because it makes our job a lot easier. And just as we talked about, number 4, sophomore, 15-year-old quarterback, Shamar Tootle, is coming out to lead his offense. First and 10, Cottage-Hill, 2-by-2 formation. Metzner, left to right in motion. Snap to Shamar, throws the screen out to Aaron Ward. The speedy freshman hits the sideline, and it is the first play, and the Warriors flip the field in Jaguar territory down to the 40-yard line, and we are in business and back in this thing, Chad Anderson.
Yep, just what we talked about, establishing that perimeter, pitches it out, lets his playmaker make a play. That is Shamar's bread and butter.
Big-time play. 15-year-old quarterback to Aaron Ward, who's probably 14. Future's bright for the Warriors, and we're on the move here. Ball on the 41-yard line of Hillcrest. Left hash. Hand off to Wynn up the middle, and Wynn gets going. Big gain there on first down of about 6 yards. It's going to bring up second and short, Chad.
Chris, think about our offensive identity. It's throw it out, soften up that middle, run the bus up the middle.
Caleb Metzner down at the bottom here, closest to us. Travis Smith at H-back. Wynn to the right. Snap. Handoff to Wynn up the middle. Man, there's some big linemen up there on the interior front for Hillcrest. Meets Caden Wynn, but he does fall forward for a gain of 2. It's going to bring up third and short.
And that was an unfortunate quick whistle there. They blew the whistle before Caden was down. Caden jumped forward for another 2 or 3 yards, but they're not going to give it to him.
Ball's on the 35-yard line of Hillcrest. Big third down play for Coach Jones and the Cottage Hill Warriors. Shamar Tootle back in the game. Running back to the left is Wynn. Pre-snap whistle. Flag on the play.
Procedure against the Warriors.
False start on the offense. Pre-snap penalty going to back them up. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 8.
It's going to bring them a 3rd down and 8.
Chris, that's a killer penalty there. It looked like they were going to try to establish Caden Wynn again. Unfortunately for the Warriors, having to back it up.
Trips right, running back to the left. Shamar, a quick step in the back. Throws a screen out to the right to Metzner. No, that's Trevor Thomas. Pass incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th and about 8.
Yeah, that screen was set up really well. That's the play that they scored on last week in Satsuma. And Metzner underneath in that screen, and it was open.
Warriors going for it here. 2-by-2, traditional ace formation. Coach players signaling into play. Shamar looking to the sidelines. 35 on the play clock. Win to the right. Snap's good. Shamar steps back. He's got time. He throws the ball up the seam to Caleb Metzner. Oh, in the end zone, just off his fingertips. That's going to be a turnover on downs, but just that quick, Chad. We can see what it looks like when we have our offense clicking with Shamar back in the game.
Great protection right there by the offensive line. Pass was a little bit over his head. Metzner was behind the defense, so that's a good sign, Chris.
We need another stop by our defense. Our defense has been playing hard all night long. And you look at the South Alabama commit, Metzner, who just runs 50 yards down the field. Ball goes off his fingertips and then comes back 50 yards to line up at defensive end. There's no quit in these Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors with 10:07 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hillcrest comes out. Tight end and H-back, running back to the right. Fakes the zone, quarterback keeps. Perea was there, and there's J.J. Davis to come and clean it up. Big loss on the play, big first down stop for the defense. Brings up 2nd in a Mobile right here, and that's the way you start on defense. 9:46 and the clock is ticking.
Seems like we say it all the time. J.J. Davis in the backfield, coming downhill, making the hit.
H-back to the right, running back to the left, twins to the left. Quarterback looks to the sidelines for the play call. Hillcrest still leads 13-0 here in the 3rd quarter. 17 on the play clock. Quarterback gets a snap, looks left, flushed out to his left. Looks like a holding on the play. Safety comes up, missed tackle. Quarterback is flushed out of bounds near the 40-yard line. But this is coming back, Chad.
Chris, that's a big penalty, too. Caleb Metzner coming up the middle just got tackled by the interior lineman. This is going to set up a 2nd and 25? Maybe 2nd and 30.
It's going to be more close to 2nd and 30 there, Chad. It is holding on Hillcrest. It's official. They're going to mark that off from the original spot.
Chris, there was a little delay on the ref throwing that flag, and I felt the Cottage Hill sideline about to absolutely explode.
Ball's all the way back to the Hillcrest 21. They have got to pick up a first down near the 50-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 29. I do know my numbers there, Chad. 9:12 to go in the 3rd quarter.
This is a big play for this defense right here to keep them into 3rd and long, get this ball back.
H back to the right, running back to the left, twins to the left, inside handoff. Good run, gain of about 5 by the Jaguars. Still going to bring up 3rd and about 24. Clock's running, 8:52 before the end of the 3rd quarter. We just came out. Good offensive drive by the Warriors to start. Turned it over on downs, and Hillcrest is facing a 3rd and 24.
And they're content to go really slow. They love this clock running like this.
H back to the left. Twins to the left. Single receiver down here to the bottom of the screen to your right. Give off the left side. going nowhere, gain of about 2 or 3, and that's just because he fell forward. It's going to bring up 4th and long, and you would assume this is a punting situation for the Jaguars.
Yeah, those two plays clearly showed that they just wanted to run, get out of their field, into the field there, and also run that clock.
Speaking of the clock running, nearing 8 minutes here in the third quarter. Punt formation for the Jaguars. Chad, we would love to have Kaz Thomas catch this ball cleanly and take it to the house for about a 55-yard touchdown because he can do it. Punt formation. Snaps a little high. He catches it. He punts it away. Coverage team's down there pretty good. Everybody's hollering Peter to get away. Ball's going to take a favorable Jaguar bounce near the Cottage Hill 40-yard line on the far right hash. There's a little bit of life here in the stands for the Cottage Hill Warriors as well as the sidelines, as this is going to bring up the second offensive possession of the second half for the Warriors.
Well, the offense feels a lot different with number 4 back there in the gun, Chris, and that offensive possession showed a lot of life, a lot of energy, shows that we can move the ball on these guys. Now we just got to get it in the end zone.
And Shamar Toodle's coming back out again for the Warriors, which is a good sign. Now, granted, we know just by looking at him trot out there to the far right hash, he's not 100%, and I believe it is a banged-up knee. But he's going to give it a go, and we got a 2-by-2 formation here. Motion, Aaron Ward on the speed sweep. He finds a little hole in the crevice there, picks up about 5. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for Cottage Hill.
Yeah, Hillcrest Evergreen's defensive tackle comes over there making a play on Aaron Ward. You don't see that very often.
When you're able to run the football, it's going to open up the pass, and we saw that on the last series. 2-by-2, running back to the right, looks like Wynn. Handoff inside. He sticks his toe on the ground, makes one cut, and he does what he normally does, and that is run over linebackers. He's going to move the sticks, and that's a forward initiative first down for the Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors.
Yeah, and that was a quintessential bust play right there. Lowers his head, puts the guy on his back.
Love to see those change moves. 6:49 to go in the third quarter. Trips right, running back to the right. Shamar's looking to the right, flushed out a little bit. Overthrows Trevor Thomas just a tad up the seam. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Clock's going to stop with 6:40 to go in the third.
Yeah, if you're Cottage Hill, you really don't want Shamar getting out of the pocket with his knee like that. It's hard for him to set and throw. It's going to be really difficult to be accurate. Offensive line holding their blocks well, but you got to keep them in the pocket as much as possible.
His mind and his heart is telling him that he's 100% and he can play at quarterback. We know he's a little banged up. What a lot of fight in this 15-year-old right here, sophomore quarterback for the Warriors. We got trips left. Now Travis Smith is going to the right to make trips right. Twins to the left. This is a 5-wide empty backfield. Shamar looks back. He's got a deep ball thrown to Travis Smith on the corner route. Little miscommunication, incomplete pass. 6:34 to go and third down for the Warriors.
Chris, Cottage Hill showing a lot of trust in their offensive line, going 5 wide receivers, no protection in the backfield for Shamar, knowing that he's probably not going to be able to move very well. Offensive line really held up well on that play.
Absolutely. Anytime you can spread them out and go 5 wide like that, you're going to generally force a man coverage. And that's what we want to force Hillcrest in. It's going to open up some opportunities for us there. So we got 2-by-2, traditional H formation. Trevor Thomas to the top, Messner to the left. Got a little fake the screen, throwing the ball up deep to Aaron Ward. Good defensive play by number 7 at corners for the Jaguars. Incomplete pass, going to bring up 4th down, and the punt unit's coming out for the Warriors.
Yeah, ball just floated right there on Shamar again. He's having a hard time getting his feet set. Ball floated, and Aaron Ward actually had to play a little defensive back there towards the end of that play.
Well, it is a little wet out there. Turf's still a little wet. We just saw the ball boy slip and fall, running the ball in and out. So punt formation for Cottage Hill, still in this, down 13-0 to Hillcrest, 6:25 to go in the third.
Punt formation for the Warriors.
Snap's good. Catch by Perea, end-over-end punt. It's going to get a Cottage Hill bounce. Hillcrest is going to choose to pick it up, and then he let go of it. Interesting there. Almost had a special teams flip of the field. But Hillcrest is going to take over on their own 16, we're going to say 17-yard line on the right hash.
Yeah, return man tried to pick it up.
Got a flag on the play. Back around that of Perea. I was watching the kick. I don't know if it's running in to the kicker or roughing the kicker possibly. But officials are near the Jaguar logo at midfield discussing it. It was 4th and 10. Whitecaps hollering at Coach Jones. Coach Jones is out towards the number. Here comes the call. It is going to be a personal foul, roughing the kicker on Hillcrest. That's going to be an automatic first down. It's going to take the ball to the 35-yard line of Hillcrest, and the Warriors catch a big break there with 6:16 to go. And this just put a shot in the arm to the Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors. And now we get an official timeout to kind of gather ourselves here with 6:16 to go in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout with them, and we're going to come back on the Warrior Way Sports Network with Hillcrest leading Cottage Hill 13-0. We're back here, 6:16 to go in the third. Cottage Hill just picked up a big first down on Hillcrest, roughing Cohen Perea, the punter there. Cottage Hill offense and business. Ball on the left hash on Hillcrest's 35. Shamar Tootle back in at quarterback, hands off to Win up the middle, sticks his toe to the ground, runs over a linebacker, runs over a safety, driving his feet. That's a big 14-yard pickup for the Warriors. And that's another forward initiative first down.
Great run right there by the bus. Delayed just a little bit in the backfield, allowed his blockers to establish, took off, and then, of course, Mr. Yards after contact keeps going after getting hit.
Had that opportunity to sit down with Caden Wynn earlier today, through a little interview, and he gave his team and his offensive line so much credit. And we're in business now. Aaron Ward in motion. Pre-snap whistle. Got a false start right here. Pre-snap penalty by the Warriors. Pick up a big first down run after the roughing the punter call. It's going to back us up to the 26-yard line. Left hash going to bring up 1st and 15.
Yeah, Chris, same thing that happened on the last drive, a killer 5-yard penalty. Thankfully, this is on first down, so we have a lot of time to recover here.
Got twins left. Caden Wiggins looking to the sideline to see where he's lining up at H-back. It's going to be to the left. Now he motions over to the right. Got a little confusion. Going to go ahead and call a timeout.
That's a good timeout right there by the Cottage Hill staff. There was a lot of confusion by the offensive players. It's 1st and 15. You don't want to take a negative play right there.
Absolutely. We're going to stay here. It's 5:11 to go in the third quarter. But you can tell coming out in the second half, the momentum's kind of shifted just a little bit. It was about as unique first half as you ever seen on the road, with X, Y, and Z transpiring here, whether it was the rain before the game, to the malfunctioning clock, to Shamar Tootle getting hit late out of bounds and not a penalty called on that, which resulted in him missing the whole first half after the second play of the game, and going with Wildcat formation and backup quarterback Jaden Davis. But the defense has kept us in the game, and the offense now is moving the ball deep in Hillcrest territory, and we're ready and set to go here with the Warrior offense. We got twins to the left, Aaron Ward in the slot, H back to the right, handoff to Wynn up the middle. Good power running play. Wynn gets that of the penalty yards back. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Cottage Hill.
Yeah, Cottage Hill content to run up the middle here. Now, it could be that the coaches are looking to wear down those two big interior tackles, specifically number 72, hands on hips.
72 and 60 are some big boys in that interior defensive line. Got stack formation down here to the bottom, and once again, good block by Caden Wiggins to open up the hole for Caden Wynn, and he falls forward again, and this power spread running game is getting going here in the third quarter. It's going to bring up a third and about 5. We're going to say 5. It's going to be a long 4, but the Warriors have that momentum going, and this is 2-down territory, Chad.
You've got 2 downs to get this 5 yards. Got to believe you're going to see number 0.
Twins left. Wiggins still in the game at H-back right. Trevor Thomas, the lone receiver, to the top. Wynn to the left of Shamar Tootle. Coach Player signals in the call. Snap's good. Handoff to Wynn up the middle. He lowers his head. The offensive line pushes the pile forward. And the spot looks like appears to be just a yard short, bringing up 4th. And we're going to say a long 1.5.
They're bringing on number 1, Chris. You got to believe that this is going to be a direct snap here.
This is our Warrior package, which is basically a Wildcat package with a lot of meat in the game here. You're going to see Caden Wynn as an up-back. You're going to see Caden Wiggins as an up-back. You see Travis Smith in there as well, or J.J. Davis. Bad snap. But Shadarius Tootle does it all by himself, picks up the first down. But the ball comes out, and it is recovered by Hillcrest.
Chris, what a play by Shadarius Tootle. He is dead in the backfield. Guys wrapped around him, drags them to a first down, and unfortunately the ball squirts out after he gains first down yardage there.
What an interesting game that we're calling, Chad. It just seems like with everything that has happened in such a negative light for the Warriors, we're still in this ball game. But you're right. That's why he's a 4-star commit that's going to Georgia. Bad snap off to his left. He picks it up with his back turned to the offensive line. 3 guys all over him, and he drags him to the first down. And as he was trying to get the extra yardage, the ball squirts out and is fumbled near the 5-yard line where Hillcrest picks it up.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, you can't fault the effort there. Unbelievable play by Shadarius Tootle. That will go on his highlight reel.
Hillcrest ball on their own 5, right hash, just waiting for something positive to happen for Cottage Hill here. H-back to the left. Oh, this is a safety, Chad. Safety by the defense. It's got to be. That is right. Caleb Messner. Coach Jones and the defense dials it up, and they set the house. And this is getting the Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors on the board.
And
13-2. 13-2 here in Evergreen, Alabama.
You'll never hear anybody more excited about a safety than us two right now, but this game has needed something like that for Cottage Hill Warriors. Great play right there. Going to get the ball with got to believe, with good field position here.
Absolutely. Man, that's exactly what we needed. We're 3:14 to go in the third quarter. Plenty of time left. Down by 11.
Caleb Metzner through the middle, untouched.
Like a cannon.
Yes, sir.
The house was sent. The snap was a little low, but as soon as the quarterback picked up the snap, he looked up and he had Caleb Metzner and all 10 guys right there on him to get us on the board with a safety.
That was the big play that the defense has been looking for.
Anytime you get non-offensive points, which we've had on special teams, now on defense, that's a recipe for success. And the Jaguars now are going to have to kick it off from their own 20, which is going to give the Warriors great field position here with 3:14 to go in the third quarter.
And, Chris, every game has a different feel to it. 13-2, a lot of people will be like, it's late in the third quarter, 13-2, who cares? The lid has just been ready to come off of this game for Cottage Hill. We're moving the ball down the field. Maybe we can hit that back left corner of the end zone that Shamar loves so much on this drive.
Well, this is the series where we had the momentum that we need to get 6 on the board, Chad. And I'll be honest with you, with the way Caden Wynn's running, the way Shadarius just carried folks, Shamar's back in there getting that quick game out. I like our chances here with just over a quarter of football left. Left-footed kicker kicks it off. That's Cass Thomas. He catches it about his own 40. He hits the middle, gets it across midfield. Cottage Hill's going to be in Hillcrest territory here near the 48-yard line on the right hash with 3:07 to go before the third quarter.
Okay, so we've moved the ball well the entire third quarter. No reason to think that we can't do it here. I believe that those two interior defensive tackles are starting to get tired. I'm watching them walk out on the field. Body language is a little slower, a little tired. Maybe we can get the bus rolling here.
Well, here comes the Warrior offense onto the field, jogging all the way across to the right hash. Shamar Toodle's out there talking to his lineman. Looks like we're going to have trips left. That is Caden Wynn in the slot, Travis Smith, and Caleb Metzner. Aaron Ward in motion. Speed sweep. He gets the edge. He turns it up. He has the speed. That's going to be a pickup of about 13. And that freshman right there can go, man.
That's right. And this is the recipe that Coach Player loves. He loves to hit the outside, number 0 up the middle.
We got a first-hand look because that play was coming to us from the far hash all the way to us. The guys on the perimeter did a tremendous job. Caden Wynn, Travis Smith, Caleb Metzner, those guys were blocking. And now we can see why we can take those big plays. We've got a stack formation, 2x2, inside handoff to Caden Wynn. He gets some yardage there. He gets hit once or twice. He is a bowling ball, picks up good first down yardage of about 3. He's going to bring up second at about 7.
Yeah, and there's the recipe again. Hit it outside, come back up the middle with number 0.
As much as our guys go both ways and those guys go both ways, Coach Jones calls them the Avengers. But let me tell you something. They're still bouncing around pretty good. I'm looking at A.J. Green, who plays a lot of snaps for us. He's moving around good. Metzner's moving around good. But Hillcrest, on the other hand, has their hands on their hips. Pass incomplete. Shamar Tootle to the slot to Metzner. Ball was just a little off the mark. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Once again, no doubt, we're in 4-down territory.
Yeah, got 2 downs to pick up 7 yards here. This might be a down to try to hit one up the middle with number 0.
I'll be honest with you too, Chad. You got to start to ask yourself, how many more possessions are we going to get in this game? Trips right, Metzner by himself, Win to the right, play action fake. Shamar hits Trevor Thomas on the screen, pickup of about 3. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Warriors.
Good velocity on that pass, Chris. You could hear that ball hit his pads from up here in the stands. And Shamar is slinging it right now.
Ball's on the 26. The Warriors have got to get to the 22, so it's going to be 4th and 4. 1:40 to go. Clock's ticking. 20 on the play clock. Plenty of time.
Chris, Cottage Hill loves to do a hard count on a play like this. Look for them to possibly try to draw them offside.
Trips left. Win to the right. Trevor Thomas by himself. Shamar's flushed out. He's going to run upfield. He dives for the first down. Gets plenty of yardage. You can tell he had to dig deep and have that gravel in his guts to pick up the first down and move the sticks for Cottage Hill Christian Academy.
I did not expect him to take off right there. He has a noticeable limp, and he did not look hurt on that play.
1:12 to go, third quarter. Warriors down 13-2. Quick hitter out here to Aaron Ward. Good blocking by Metzner. Good first down play right here. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 4. You can see the life going. 1:03 on the clock. Clock stops out of bounds. We're going to bring up a 2nd down.
Gets the ball out of his hands quickly out to the outside. They love to come back up the middle on this kind of a play here.
Ball on the 13-yard line, left hash. Shamar with a snap, hands off inside to Caden Wynn. Bounces off a couple defensive linemen. That offensive line is pushing that pile forward near the first down marker. It's going to be 3rd and real short if they don't move the chains.
And there's the recipe, Chris. Outside, back inside, number 72, big defensive tackle for Hillcrest Evergreen. Slow to get up, noticeably tired.
Ball's on the 10-yard line. Whitecaps looking to see for a measurement. They're going to call it 3rd down, 3rd and short here. Shamar still in the gun. His brother to the left, Shadarius, the 4-star, hands it off to him inside. And here comes the Hillcrest defense meeting him in the backfield, knowing the play. Now, I will tell you this. If I see that type of celebration at the end of the play right there, I'm throwing the penalty, and the official immediately looks to the right.
Yeah, defense dialed up a big blitz right there. They knew where that ball was going, and I agree with you. It was a little bit much, but, we have not seen any calls go the other way tonight.
Once again, in the red zone, clock's ticking. We do not have to get the snap off if we want to. It's going to bring up 4th down and 5. Play clock's at 26, game clock at 7, and I think that's what Cottage Hill is going to do, just take it to the end of the quarter. So at the end of 3 here at Evergreen, Alabama, Hillcrest Evergreen leads Cottage Hill 13-2. Cottage Hill will be facing a 4th down from the Hillcrest 15-yard line after the break. Thank you for listening to the Warrior Way Sports Network. Welcome back to the Warrior Way Sports Network. Your home for Cottage Hill Christian Academy's Friday night away football games, and we're away in Evergreen, Alabama, and this is 4th quarter game right here. The Warriors trail 13-2, down by 11, and facing a 4th down. Unfortunately for us, Chad, we're going to be about 70 to 80 yards away, but we'll know by the Warrior faithful and the fans, because the band's playing for Hillcrest, and our fans gather on their feet once that horn sounded in the 3rd quarter, because that was a great 3rd quarter by Cottage Hill.
Yes, it was. Moved the ball well, just couldn't get it in the end zone, but here we have a shot.
4th down, Shamar Tootle in the gun, twins to the right. It's going to be a direct snap. He's going to run to the boundary to the short side of the field. Not real sure. Forced out of bounds.
Chris, it looks from here like he got enough for the 1st down the way that the
they are. That's right. Move them chains. That's another forward addition of 1st down. It's going to get us close to inside the red zone. Inside the 10-yard line with 11:52 to go.
And once again, Shamar Tootle just showing that heart, man. He is hobbling noticeably and just takes over. And
man, that's a 15-year-old that's got gravel in his guts. Couldn't be more proud of him. Inside handoff to, looks like Wynn. Looks like he takes it down near the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down for Cottage Hill as that clock still ticks.
Yeah, you got a couple more shots at this. I think you're going to keep going at that interior. Again, we noticed that the 2 defensive tackles are showing a lot of tiredness, a lot of tired body language. So I think you got to at least try it one more time up the middle.
2nd down, Cottage Hill, near the 5-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Cottage Hill going to that north end zone. Slant ball thrown out here to Aaron Ward, I believe. Forced out of bounds. Inside the 5. Clock still running. It's going to bring up a 3rd goal for the Warriors.
Yeah, Chris, and they're playing this because they know they have 2 more downs to get this. That was a shot with Aaron.
Once again, listeners, we apologize due to the fact that we are 80 yards away. We got the generator going out back. We filled it up at halftime to run this broadcast for you. But it's a 3rd down. If you're listening, we need you on your feet right here as we get ready for the snap. It's going to be a direct snap, quarterback run. That looks like Metzner. He's in the end zone.
He's in.
That's a touchdown, Warriors.
Yeah, Chris, and you knew this was coming. We were move the ball, getting close enough. And Caleb Metzner just runs over people into the end zone off the right side.
That's going to put it on the board there, Chad. 13-8, 10-10 to go.
Lots of life on the Cottage Hill sideline with 10-10. This is a ball game. And especially, Chris, when you consider how our defense has played, I don't know if that 7 points was legitimate. So defense has really just buckled down and held them.
Well, of course, the Warriors are going to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game, which is the right call by Coach Jones, head coach player. So it looks like we have trips right. Shamar in the gun. Slot receiver looks like Travis Smith in motion. Going to be a rollout to the right by Shamar. He's hit one time. He throws. I assume it's Travis Smith. And the 2-point conversion is good by Cottage Hill.
Yes,
it's 13-10, Chad. And we got a game at Hillcrest Evergreen, baby.
Absolutely. One possession game now. It's anybody's game, Chris. And the way our defense is playing,
Let's
I
go.
love our chances.
10:09 to go in Hillcrest, Evergreen, and Jaguar land up here. And there's everything that went wrong in the first half. Everything's going right in the third quarter and a little bit into the fourth quarter. And we got ourselves a ball game.
Chris, this shows the heart of our team because, again, if you're not here and you're listening, you couldn't even imagine the feel of that first half. It was just Murphy's Law after Murphy's Law after Murphy's Law. Everything that could go wrong for us did. Kept our heads in. Coaches talked them up at halftime. They're out here to play, Chris.
Let me tell you something. Shamar Tootle, I just want to talk about the 15-year-old sophomore quarterback coming back, hobbling around in the second half after going out on the first series of the second play of the game. Nothing but gravel in his guts and being a competitor. And we got a ball game 13-10, and we're set to kick this thing off to Hillcrest with 10 minutes to go in Hillcrest, Evergreen.
And the defense with that safety, even though as insignificant as you think it might sound, really took the top off of it.
Absolutely. McGrew, we see him tonight. He's set to kick off. Foot to leather. A little squibber up the right side. The ball's loose. Hillcrest does pick it up, tries to reverse field, and it looks like he's going to lose about 10 or 15 yards, and that is a big-time play for the Cottage Hill Warriors.
Yeah, big-time tackle right there by Connor LeSueur. If he gets past Connor LeSueur, he's got the edge. That was a great play by Connor right there.
Hillcrest coming out, 10 minutes exactly on the clock. Got a Hillcrest player down. Hillcrest is going to have the ball on their own 35-yard line, traveling north to south.
Let's talk about the feel of this game, though, Chris. If you're listening to this right now and you have friends that are Warrior fans that aren't, tune in.
All right, this is a good one right here.
It's going to be a lot of fun here. The way we're moving the ball, the way our defense is playing, our guys have a lot of good body language on our sideline right now.
You know, we go back a couple of weeks ago and we talked to Coach Jones about how good can this team be. And he said as good as they want to be. And I'm going to tell you, when you're down 13-0, nothing goes right, your starting quarterback goes out, you have clock malfunctions and so forth, it's easy to hang your head. I'm telling you, I went in the locker room at halftime, and those guys were positive. They were challenging each other. They come back here in the second half, and this is a sign of a good football team. I don't know what the end result's going to be, but it's easy to pack it in. Down 13-0 on the road in a 3A Region 1 game, this team's different.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Direct snap to the quarterback. Inside handoff. Running back bounces out to the right. Got a little bit of room. He's still going. And then here comes the host of Warriors. And it looks like a late hit out of bounds by Hillcrest on the blocking. And no flag, folks.
Wow.
No flag.
Yeah, our guy is probably 3 yards out of bounds on their sideline. And out of nowhere comes a blindside block. Our sideline is livid.
It's going to be a first down, Hillcrest. They're trying to go fast. Two backs. Handoff to the right side. Another good positive run on first down by Hillcrest. And I think they're doing something a little unique. I mean, they're up 13-10, 9:30 on the clock ticking. They're not trying to milk the clock. They're trying to go fast, which is interesting here, Chad.
That's right. And one thing that we really need to avoid on this drive would be a frustration penalty. Late hit on the first play. Second play in the middle of the field, there's some late blocking, some stuff going on there. We need to make sure we avoid that 15-yard penalty right here.
And now Hillcrest has kind of slowed it down just a little bit. It's 21 on the play clock, 9:07 to go in the game. Jaguars lead your Warriors 13-10.
Here we go, D.
Two backs, one to each side. Handoff, lead blocker, out to the right side, to the short side of the field, and he is met there. He is going to be short of the first down and maybe just gets back to the line of scrimmage, which is going to bring up a big third down for Coach Jones and his defense here.
Chris, you kind of feel like this play is probably the biggest play of the game so far. A stop here gets us the ball back, all the momentum. this one we really need to stiffen our necks here.
Anytime you're down in the fourth quarter, the next play is the most important play of the game because you never know what can transpire. It's going to be 3rd and about 5 for Hillcrest, 2-back set. Quarterback comes up, tries to get the Warriors to jump off sides. Running back to the left, running back to the right. He gets the new play call in from the sidelines. The snap. Same play they ran the last couple times. He finds a hole, sticks his toe on the ground, gets upfield, gets the first down, and they are going to move the sticks.
That's just a good run by the Hillcrest Evergreen running back right there. Like you said, he stuck his right leg in the ground, came back to the left side, basically a counter play, and big first down there for Hillcrest Evergreen.
I'll be honest with you, Chad, we hadn't really seen the 2-back formation for them, but now when the game's on the line, they have running back to the left and right, and they are just going running old traditional lead, and here's the deal. Even though there's some extracurricular activities trying to send a double team on Shadarius Tootle there, the running back is met in the backfield. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and Caleb Metzner standing really tall on that left side over there. Good stop by the defense. 2nd and long, really looking for a big play here.
So 2nd and 10, same formation, going to look lead here. And it is. It's lead to the left this time. And they are pulling the pile just a little bit, getting close to the first down. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 2. Coach Jones knows that clock is eating away. He's going to make an adjustment on defense. He's going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with him. It's 7:40 to go in this game. Hillcrest leads Cottage Hill 13-10 here in Evergreen, Alabama. Thank you for listening to the Warrior Way Sports Network. Welcome back. 7:40 to go in the game. Hillcrest leads Cottage Hill 13-10, facing a big 3rd down after Coach Jones burned his 2nd time out of the half to get his defense situated. Chad, as we just talked about, each play is important as we go through the end of the game. Quarterback in the gun, 2-back, bad snap, and the Warriors are there. Oh, the quarterback finds a way to get away. We had him in the backfield for a loss of yard. It looks like he's going to have enough for the first down, folks. Where's the spot? It is. Looking right at it. They're going to move the chains. First down.
Yes, Chris, sometimes you have to just tip your hat. That was a great play by the quarterback. Was able to get away from a couple of our defenders and make a big first down for Hillcrest Evergreen with 7:24 left on the clock.
Man, we had a shot there and just making a play. Bad snap. Had a guy in the backfield. That's just an athlete being an athlete for Hillcrest. Quarterback in the gun, 2 backs, one each side, left and right. Play action pass. He rolls to the right. He's going to throw it. Oh, it was almost picked off. The route was jumped by J.J. Davis, but the pass is complete. And now Hillcrest is in business as they move the ball down to the 8-yard line, and they're going fast. It's a unique setup for Hillcrest running fast here. That was a huge play. Tell me who that was, Chad.
Big Josh McCants, 8th grader, with a huge hit. He's had the biggest, heaviest hits we've seen all season from the defense.
Hillcrest was trying to go fast, and Josh McCants, the 8th grader. Think about the young kids on our team. Josh McCants, 8th grade. Aaron Ward, freshman. Shamar Tootle, sophomore quarterback, who's 15. The list goes on and on. That's a big-time play, Josh McCants. Tip your hat. Same formation. H-back to the right. 2-by-2. Bad snap again. Ball's on the ground. It looks like the Cottage Hill defense recovered it, baby. 6:15 to go. We needed a big break, and we got it there.
There it is.
Hillcrest leads 13-10, but the Warriors recovered the fumble. 6:15 to go. Big-time play. We knew it was coming.
Play. Absolutely huge play by the defense there. Hillcrest Evergreen had a lot of problems handling the snap on that drive, Chris, and the drive before that, too. The quarterback seemed to drop it, put it on the ground a couple of times there. That time it bit him. We had guys all over it. Our ball on the 15 now, 6:15 left in the fourth quarter.
6:15 to go. We're going to take a heat timeout here. The officials are going to take a heat timeout. Man, we have an electric game. It's exciting. I apologize for hollering and yelling, but I couldn't be more proud of this football team tonight. Down 13 to nothing. Coming out in the second half, getting that safety on defense. Defense comes back and gets a big turnover right there. Hey, man, and we're cooking with gas right now, Chad. 6:15 to go.
Well, let's talk about how big that was where it is on the field. Okay, they're on the 15-yard line. Their kicker has a ton of range. Their kicker could probably be good from 40. So they were in field goal range there, Chris, which would, if they make it, puts us down 6. We have to score a touchdown and an extra point. As it is now, 6:15 left in the fourth quarter, down 3. A touchdown could possibly win it for us.
I think we have one timeout remaining. 6:15 to go. Ball on the far hash. Ball's on our own 15-yard line. Shamar Tootle leads the offense back out onto the field. Looks like we got twins right. That's going to be Trevor Thomas and Aaron Ward. You got the H back at Cade Wiggins to the right, and you got Caden Wynn to the right of Shamar. Direct snap. He throws it to Caden Wiggins on a little screen play. He gets upfield for a couple. Pick up a 3. He's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Clock rolling here in Evergreen, Alabama.
Yep. Offense doesn't have to go fast here. There's time, but there needs to be a little sense of urgency. You got to think maybe you have one more possession after this, but probably not. So need to go.
I would put our eggs in this possession right here.
Yes, sir.
5:48, one timeout left. Trips to the right, twins to the left. This is an empty backfield, 5 wide. Shamar's got time. Offensive line's doing a good job. He pulls it down. He hits the right sideline. Smart move by Shamar after the pickup of about 17 down the right sideline. The sticks are going to move. Gives us a little bit of breathing room out of the shadow of our goalpost. It's going to be first down, Cottage Hill at our own 31-yard line.
Yep, great run again by Shamar. Straight line. He looks pretty good running, Chris.
I'm telling you, man, I can't say enough. After sitting down the first half, after going out, after getting hit late out of bounds on the second play, gravel in his guts. That's all I can say, my man. Trips left, running back to the left, direct snap, puts it in the belly of Caden Wynn, pulls it, and Shamar gets back to the line of scrimmage. He wanted that. He saw green grass, and his mind and his heart is telling him to pull it, you know.
Yep.
But we know he's not running on 100% right now.
And, Chris, he made a veteran move there for a sophomore, just getting down. He saw a lot of defenders in front of him. Instead of taking another hit, got down, lived to play another down here.
Clock rolling, 4:50 to go in Evergreen. It's going to bring up a second down for Cottage Hill. Ball still in Cottage Hill territory. Trips to the right in a little bunch formation. Caden Wynn to the right of Shamar Tootle. Caden Wynn goes out in motion. Snap. Shamar's got time. Flushed out of the pocket to the right. He's rolling. He's rolling right. He's getting back to the line of scrimmage and goes out of bounds for just a couple yard gain. It's going to bring up third down.
Smart move right there by Shamar. Instead of trying to force it downfield, ends up running out of bounds to stop the clock, allow the offense to kind of get back together. Play clock hasn't even started yet, so they have plenty of time to catch their breath, get the right play in here.
4:28 to go. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long, but you would have to expect, hey, this is going to be 4 down territory regardless because we only have one timeout remaining.
Yeah, you've got to go here. You've got 2 downs to pick up 9 yards.
Looks like Gavin Maddox is checking in the game to line up wide out there to the left with Metzner and Aaron Ward. Trevor Thomas, the lone receiver down here to the right. Wynn to the right of Shamar Tootle. The snap, pumps the screen, then comes back to the screen. Lineman downfield, it appears. They're going to call incomplete pass, but this could have easily been lineman downfield because that ball was thrown up the field. It looked like we wanted to pump the screen and throw the vertical ball, and we pumped, and then the vertical ball was not there, so we came back to the screen, and the timing was a little messed up. But it's going to bring up 4th and 9.
And, Chris, we actually got fortunate that wasn't picked off. That ball was kind of bobbled around, bobbled up, and there was 2 defenders standing right there.
This is the play of the game right now. 4:20 to go. Warriors trail 13-10. 4th and 9. Ball on the own 32-yard line. Shamar Tootle gets a snap. 2 by 2, plenty of time. He's looking downfield, and the pass is complete to Aaron Ward. Big 4th down conversion for the Warriors. Move those chains. That's another forward addition of first down, and we still have life there, Captain Chad Anderson.
Absolutely. Great job by the offensive line. Big number 72 comes crashing through there, gets taken down. Shamar just stands there, scans the field, looking like a veteran.
I'm telling you what, 15-year-old gravel in his gut, sophomore quarterback Shamar Tootle. Big play to the freshman, Aaron Ward. Once again, going quick. Trevor Thomas with a catch. Sticks his toe on the ground, makes a move, gets it out to the Hillcrest 40-yard line.
Yeah, and we're into Hillcrest Evergreen territory now, 3:47 and rolling. You know this is our last possession. Take your time, make good play calls. Plenty of time on the clock now, knowing that we're going to have the ball for the rest of the possession.
3:36. Clock is rolling. 2-by-2 formation. Shamar Tootle in the gun. Throws it. The receiver's all on the back of Trevor Thomas on the slant route, and no flag.
Chris, I don't know how they can't call
No
pass
flag.
interference on
Oh,
that.
my goodness.
Defender literally draped on Trevor Thomas like a cape. No flag.
Well, that's tough there. 3:26 to go. It's going to bring up a third down, and it's short. Play clock at 27. Katie West is getting off the board and standing up. You know this is exciting around here when she gets on her feet. Twins to the left, Win to the left. H back to the right. Handoff Win on third is short. He's going to get close to the first down, but it still looks like he's going to be a tad bit short. 3:17 and going. It's going to bring up a fourth down in just inches for the Warriors.
Yeah, and you're okay with that call. Now you have it 4th and inches. Got to get a big offensive line push here. Typically we would check number 1 into the game, but it doesn't look like we're going that way.
All right, here we go. Next play's always the biggest. 2:55 to go. 4th and about 1. We're going to say 1. Shamar moves Win to the right. The snap. Whistle blows, pre-snap whistle right here, and it looks like the Hillcrest Jaguars are going to burn a timeout, which is good for us so we can regroup with 2:46 to go. Your Cottage Hill Warriors trail the Hillcrest Jaguars 13-10, and man, Chad, we're going to stick right here because there's not enough words to talk about how much fight we got into blue and gold tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've seen it the entire game, starting with the poor flow of the first half, Shamar's injury, everything going wrong. They hung in there. They fought. Defense comes up with a huge safety to make it 13-2, which, again, on its face doesn't sound like a big deal. But with the way the sideline erupted, the way that the offense had been moving the ball, you knew when it became 13-2 that we had life. You knew that this offense was going to get the ball in the end zone, and they did. Now it's 4th and inches. This is the play of the game.
I'm telling you what, I'm looking across right now, and that Jaguar stands is absolutely rocking. This is a big-time play on the road. 4th is short. And let me go ahead and tell the people listening right now, get out and support this football team in 2 weeks on September the 19th when we take on Excel. We're off next week with a bye. Here we go. We got a nice formation here, stacked to the right, direct snap to Caleb Metzner. Caleb Metzner hits the edge. He's going to get the first down. That's another Ford initiative first down, and we're still in business, Chad Anderson. 2:39 on the clock, down 13-10 in Evergreen.
Yeah, heavy right, run it to the right, to the short side of the field. Caleb Metzner, all that heart, he wasn't going to be denied on that one.
First down, Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors. Ball near the 35-yard line.
Clock is rolling, Chris, 2:22.
1st and 10, Cottage Hill. Win to the right is Shamar. Pressure off the edge. Shamar steps up. He's got time. He sees the drag route. It looks like he was horse-collared on the way out of bounds. There's still no flag.
Yeah, he absolutely was horse-collared and late going out of bounds on the sideline of the Warriors. No call.
Look, I know we wear blue and gold glasses, and we got our blue and gold on, but it's 2:09 to go. Somebody's got to throw a flag in that situation.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time in this game. Late hit out of bounds, no call. Coach Carvel Jones beside himself.
He's talking to the white hat right now. And this is Shamar now, who was banged up earlier in the first half on the second play, did not play, came back out of the locker room in the second half, and is willing his team to an opportunity to win this football game in the second half here. Trips right. Well, it's actually going to be quads right because Caden Wynn's going to the slot there. One receiver to the left. One-on-one coverage. Shamar Tootle pumps. He's got room up the middle. He pulls it down. He's hobbling. He's going. He might take it all the way, folks.
He did.
That's a Warrior touchdown,
Yes, sir.
baby. Warrior touchdown, no doubt. 1:58 to go. 16-13. First lead of the game by your Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors by sophomore quarterback Shamar Tootle with a gravel in his guts to see the field spread out, take it up the middle to the house, put it on the board. Touchdown, Warriors.
What a play by Shamar Tootle. Takes off, hobbling, running, cutting, all the way to the end zone, Chris.
Saw it open up, 16-13. Big extra point pending right here with less than 2 minutes to go. Mac McGrew set up to kick the extra point. Travis Smith to hold. Chase Smith snap, holds down. McGrew kicks it through. McGrew kicks it through.
That works.
17-13. Cottage Hill, less than 2 minutes to go.
Chris, it's time to fire up the lights.
Oh, yes. We got lights on our booth right here. Oh, look here, baby. We got lights on our booth right here. I need the blue and gold. That's what I'm talking about. We got the lights on our booth going now. Look at this. Less than 2 minutes ago, the Warriors lead by 4 at Hillcrest Evergreen. This is where you and I got to compose ourselves, but our Warrior defense got to compose ourselves. We need one more stop, Chad.
The defense has played lights out all night. Hillcrest Evergreen has moved the ball, but we stiffen up. When they get in the red zone, we seem to be able to push them back. One more stop.
I just got a loud environment sound levels hit 100 decibels on my Apple Watch. Could be my loud mouth.
That
but I'm
was
telling
your
you
voice.
what, I am proud of this football team, man.
Unbelievable.
So let me tell you something. September the 19th, in 2 weeks, show up to Charles V. Lang Stadium. This team's looking to go 3-0 for the first time since 2019. We need a packed house out there at Charles V. Lang Stadium in 2 weeks. McGrew set to kick off. He puts foot to leather, a little pooch kick to the right side. Good coverage by the Warriors. Hillcrest fair catches it and immediately goes down to a knee on the 35-yard line with 1:55 to go.
Chris, let's talk about Shamar Tootle. Okay, he's come out and he's played amazing, but the emotional lift that he gave the team by coming out here can't be understated. That is the play of the game, honestly. It's not the physical play, but just the lift that you could see the team get when he came back out there.
1:55 to go. If I'm not mistaken there, Chad, Cottage Hill still has one timeout to make sure the defense will be set. Officials getting together to find the correct spot. It's going to be on the 35. First down, Hillcrest. We got to dig deep right here. One more stop, and we can go ahead and secure this football game.
Yep, avoid a silly penalty. Don't let anybody behind you.
Defense is communicating with hand signals. Snap to the quarterback. He's trying to throw it. He throws a screen. Pass is low.
And Chris,
it is complete.
That's the
and
best
it goes
thing.
down as best they could happen because the clock's running. 1:45 is going to bring up second in about 12.
That's a great thing for Cottage
And
Hill
Hillcrest
right
is struggling to get to the line of scrimmage and communicate.
Already 15 seconds have run off the clock.
1:35.
Yep.
Clock still ticking. They're going to run trips left. Quarterback still trying to tell the receivers the routes with hand signals. Running back to the right. The snap. It's good. He slings it out to the right. Incomplete. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Going to bring up third and about 12 with 1:21 to go in the game. The clock is stopped.
Let's talk about clock management real quick. They ran that first down play with somewhere around 1:50. Throw a short completion, ball down. Clock runs all the way down to 1:20.
Here we go. Big third down for the Warriors. Warrior defense here. 17-13. Your Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors scored 17 unanswered in the second half as Shamar Tootle comes back in at quarterback. Defense is set here. Play action pass. He's rolling around. Front four's getting close to him. They're getting there. Quarterback's now rolling. Here comes Shadarius Tootle. And then who was that forced him out of bounds?
That's number 12.
That's number 12.
Number 12. I've been
Your
itching to
favorite
call his
defensive
name.
player,
That's my
Jaden
guy.
Davis.
Attaboy, Jaden Davis.
on the stop. Hits the quarterback who was scrambling out of bounds. Now, it's a big pickup, but you can exchange some yards for clock right there.
Yeah, Jaden Davis coming all the way from the other side of the field, making a huge hit on the Cottage Hill sideline right there.
Big hit, Jaden Davis, giving a little bit of life to this Cottage Hill defense. There's a timeout on the field. Not sure if it was by Hillcrest. 1:09 to go. can't say enough about this Cottage Hill football team in the second half. Down 13-0. We get the safety to get us on the board 13-2. Come back, get the 6 with the 2-point conversion, make it 13-10. And that last big TD run by Shamar Tootle up the middle. I'm not real sure the amount of yards, okay, that he picked up on the rushing TD. And then McGrew kicks it through, 17-13, 109 to go. Cottage Hill sitting 2-0, but most importantly, the motto is 1-0 each week and go 1-0 in 3A Region 1 with a win tonight.
And Chris, we've seen 12 quarters of this team now at this point. We've seen the offensive fireworks. We've seen the big leads. We've seen the big plays. Tonight we have seen just absolute guts by both sides of the ball.
We talked about how this team could respond on the road, and I think we've answered that question. It's been chippy. It's been chippy. But they have responded in a positive way and great representation of Cottage Hill Christian Academy. Quarterback in the gun, running back to the right, trips right. He's looking left at an isolated receiver, forced out to the right. Metzner's there chasing him. He throws the ball back across the middle of the field. Completion, dangerous throw. Ball down to the 40-yard line of the Warriors to the right hash. 57 seconds to go on the clock. Clock should be running, and it is. It's going to be 1st and 10 Hillcrest. Ball on the 40. Snap to the quarterback, 2 by 2. He's looking left, he's looking right. He's got all the time in the world. Now here comes some pressure. Everybody's running around. Looks like a block in the back or a hold. Incomplete pass. We had 20 seconds run off the clock there. But I know that the victim there is going to be A.J. Green. So we got a flag down. This is going to be against Hillcrest. Got to be against Hillcrest.
Chris, so the play started with Hillcrest Evergreen slot receiver going before the snap. I thought that they would catch it. They didn't. Play continues. We really didn't rush on that play. We allowed the quarterback just to kind of move around the pocket. Clock runs down 20 seconds off, down to 37 on that play with an incompletion. Plus, it looks like a penalty on Hillcrest Evergreen is going to be called right here. That play could not have been better for us.
17-13, Cottage Hill leads. It looks like Cottage Hill and Coach Jones is going to take a timeout. Let us guys get some water. 37 seconds to go. The official's going over to the flag. He waves the flag off. He waves the flag off.
That's hard to believe.
He waves the flag off.
And in their huddle, does it?
He waves the flag off. It's okay. It's going to bring up first down.
And Carvel Jones can't believe it. I mean, he's out on the number. How do you pick that up?
This is the first time we've seen Coach Jones without his crutch and gave it to Coach Lomax as he's so frustrated. But here's the deal. We're still okay.
And we've overcome this many times tonight.
Absolutely. We've overcome it many times. 37 seconds. It's going to bring 2nd and 10, 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Running back to the left, 2 by 2. Running back sits out in the flats. Ball is thrown across the middle. It is deflected and then caught by the receiver around the 20-yard line. It's actually the 23-yard line. 29 seconds to go. Once the chains get set, the clock will roll. This is backyard football at this point in time.
Yeah,
the clock is rolling, 26 seconds. Hillcrest is trying to communicate a play, 22 seconds. 1st and 10 from the 23. Snap good. Quarterback flushed out of the pocket. Here comes Perea, and there is Metzner. It's going to be a gain of 2, but the clock is ticking. 11, 10, 9, and there's a timeout by Hillcrest Evergreen. Finally at 8 seconds, but great pursuit by Metzner on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. That doesn't matter due to the fact that the ball is going to be on the 18-yard line on the left hash with 8 seconds to go as your Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors lead 17-13.
And Chris, with late in the game like this with under a minute, you are perfectly fine trading 4 yards and all of that time off the clock.
Absolutely great pursuit and fight by the Cottage Hill defense. To be honest with you, Chad, if you don't dial up a good play right here, the play can last about 6 or 7 seconds. Now, when you get to the college and the professional level, you can get away with a 3 or 4 second play. So if we were looking at college or professional athletes, we would say they might have 2 plays. I'm not sure they got 2 plays right here.
Chris, talk to me about strategy real quick, because you and I talked about the Auburn play where they rushed 2 at the end of the game. The last 2 plays, we've rushed 2, and we have not rushed them upfield. We have just held the line of scrimmage. What do you expect to see with 8 seconds left? Should we try to get him out of the pocket?
Here's the deal. That's a great question, Chad. I will be honest with you right here. Hillcrest's greatest threat is their quarterback, as he's athletic and he can run. I would rather him try to throw the football downfield. But I'll tell you something. I'd not let our guys play right now. We've had success when we pin our ears back. And here we are with 8 seconds to go, 17-13, Hillcrest, Evergreen, Alabama.
And
The
Chris,
ball's on the 18-yard line, and Hillcrest comes out looking with trips right and one receiver to the left. And the white cap is now talking to the official on the far sideline to go over to the coach. I think they're talking about how much time is actually on the clock after the timeout. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't add a second here, Chad, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and it looks like we have a little bit of different personnel now. Is that the bus at nose tackle?
That's the bus.
We have the bus at nose tackle.
McCants, I believe Josh McCants was shaking up on that pursuit play.
Yep.
Uh,
And now we bring in Caden Wynn at nose. So now Whitecap's talking to the coach on the far sideline, maybe about the clock. That's what I'm assuming that it is. And how much time? What a barn burner 3A Region 1 contest.
Timeout.
Timeout called by the Jags.
You can't call timeout twice.
Yeah,
Timeout Hillcrest. That's got to be their last timeout of the half for sure.
but you know what? If it is, great, because if for some reason we can get a sack, the game's over.
Absolutely.
So
Keep
I'm
them
okay
in
with this.
bounds. Keep them in bounds. Now the clock will momentarily stop if they do pick up a first down, because they do have second and about a long 6, okay? But right now, the clock is what we got to look at, 17-13. This is how big high school football is when we take something like the 2-point conversion that we converted to make it a 13-10 game, and then McGrew coming in and just having ice water in his veins and kicking the extra point. Special teams wins you football games. It doesn't matter if you're in high school, college, or the pros. And I'm grateful for the investment that we have made over the last couple of years.
Absolutely, Chris. And if you think about the other side, too, I mean, Hillcrest Evergreen has 2 field goals on the board.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
Special teams matter.
Here we go. Let's see if we can get our fans going here. 8 seconds to go. Cottage Hill leads 17-13 on the road at Hillcrest Evergreen. Hillcrest Evergreen's got the ball, traveling north to south on the 18-yard line. Snap to the quarterback, trips right. He looks right. Metzner looks like he was held on the play as he's flushed out. Ball is thrown to the sideline, and it's incomplete, and it is 1 second remaining on the clock, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Chris Metzner was absolutely held on that play.
Held on that play. Hands full of jersey, around the neck. But, hey, man, we're in Evergreen. It's okay.
And it looks like Hillcrest Evergreen must have had one more timeout, because they just called their final timeout with 1.1 second on the clock. This is the last play of the game, barring a penalty.
See, this is why I wish we were in a booth where we were sitting down and we had our sheet where we can go ahead and tally mark this and that. But we're standing up. We get the best accommodations for the Warrior Way Sports Network. And we got a table stacking on the table, but I hope somebody can take a picture and put this online, because we got blue and gold lights around our tables in the booth.
And can I say something obvious? It's been really cool being over here with our fans tonight, and I'm really glad that we were for those couple of calls that you made, because, man, what an exciting time for our football team.
Absolutely. So Coach Jones talking to the defense. 1 play left. That's all we have is 1 play. Cottage Hill leads 17-13. 17 unanswered points by the Warriors in the second half. There's a lot to talk about, man, in this football game. But we got 1 more play before we do, Chad.
Yeah, what an amazing high school football game. I mean, I'm just glad to be here to see it, man. 1 second left.
Ball on the 18-yard line, left hash, third down. That doesn't matter because it's 1.1 second remaining.
Yep, this is it. Barring a penalty, this will be the last play of the game.
2-by-2, ace formation, running back to the left of the quarterback. Good snap. He takes a step back. Here comes the rush. He's flushed out of the pocket to the left. LaSour's there, and then there's a tackle by guess who? The Bus. Caden win.
Let's go.
Warriors win, baby. Warriors win, baby.
What a
On the
win.
road. 3A Region 1. 3-0 for the first time since 2019. We got the bye week, and then we get to come home to Charles V. Lane Stadium, and you better be there with the blue and gold on. Warriors win. Warriors win. What a resilient effort by your Cottage Hill Christian Academy Warriors.
Yeah, just take in this crowd. I mean,
I'm
listen
telling
to
you.
them. Wow.
The
We got
excitement of the
dancing.
guys. Absolutely.
Man. What a high school football game.
It doesn't get better than that. Every adversity that you could possibly face on the road, this team did tonight, and they showed resiliency. I was in that locker room at halftime when I walked through there, and there was nothing but positive talk and chatter. That's a sign of a good football team, Chad.
It is. Now let's talk about the sign of a good leader. Shamar Tootle, sidelined in the first half, hurt, hobbling, can't run, comes out in the second half, goes in. There's noticeably a different feel, a different vibe on the sideline, different feel in the stands. Comes in, offense moves the ball, Chris. Moves the ball up and down the field, 2 to 3 drives, can't seem to get it in, okay? So the defense comes out and says, hey, we got you. We got you. They send everybody, get the safety, make it 13-2, and you know, when they made it 13-2, you just had a feeling that we were going to win this football game.
Absolutely, man. What a night. As we talked about before, we said that the Warriors are 1-8 all time up here, are 1-8 against the Hillcrest Evergreen Jaguars. And tonight, guess what? We felt like tonight was going to be a little bit different. And guess what? It sure was.
Yep.
It sure was. And we're coming away from Hillcrest to Evergreen 3-0, but most importantly, the mantra this year has been 1-0 on the season. 1-0. That's week to week. And guess what? We can say we're 1-0 in 3A Region 1. We got the bye week. It comes at a great time, man. We're 3-0 bye week next week, September the 19th, Charles V. Lane Stadium, XL at our house. And let me tell you something. We got some renovations to our press box. We got just in the atmosphere. I'm challenging all of Warrior Nation to show up, be loud and proud, get there early, okay? Get there early.
Get there early.
Because after the XL game, we got homecoming the following week. So September's a great month.
Yep.
Great month.
We've been on the road 3 times now. Most of our fan base has not seen this team play in person. We have 3 times. We've seen the blowout wins, and we've seen this gritty, gutty, take it to the very last second kind of win. So this team can do both.
That's right.
It doesn't require a big lead, all these explosive plays. We didn't have that tonight. We didn't have the big 60-yard runs and all the things that we had against Satsuma, against Washington County. We had to gut this out. And we did it.
Absolutely. So the Warriors go 3-0. Hillcrest falls to 0-3, and Hillcrest is 0-1. Hillcrest was as advertised. I know they played the Andalusias and the BC Reigns and came up short, but they are very athletic. They're very big up front. But it's all about getting a W, and especially winning and advancing to the next week and surviving and going to the next week. But let me tell you something. There's one thing about winning, but there's also about how you won. And how this team won, man, I can't say enough about it. If you're not here, you would be proud with the display of these guys having no quit. Ed, we're not going to be together September 12th, buddy.
Well, I thought I would come over and watch college football with you all day. Is that okay?
No, that's not.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I love you. And,
I wasn't
I
gonna do
appreciate
that.
you on the call and so forth. But next Friday, September the 12th, no game, okay, bye week. But September the 19th, you'll be on the call.
Yes.
At Charles V. Lane Stadium as our public address announcer.
With my guy, Brad Newton.
With Brad Newton.
Yep. And
the band's back together.
It's going to have a good feel. We're ready to be at home.
Well, it's been an absolute joy broadcasting these first 3 weeks on the road. I know we got 2 more road games, okay, for sure. That's going to be in Bruton at T.R. Miller as well, Monroe County. So we look forward to you guys catching us on our next Warrior Way Sports Network. But as our team now gets finished at midfield, they're coming over here to their families, excited, and they're rushing to take a picture in front of the scoreboard right now with a big win, 17-13, and Hillcrest, Evergreen.
Camp. You can't make it up. There they are, up the hill by the scoreboard. Chris, they earned that.
Absolutely. 17 unanswered. This is a great sight, folks. This is great. It's a great night to be a Warrior. We wish we had stats, but everything that we own got soaking wet pregame. We're just glad to be here. We're going to go ahead and start packing up.
Yeah.
We got a long trip home.
The team wasn't the only one overcoming adversity today. we had a tent literally sitting on our heads for 15, 20 minutes as a gale blew through, and we did it.
We couldn't have done it by ourselves. Katie
awesome.
West and Jennifer Newton, Miss Newton, did a tremendous job. I'm proud to say that we are College Hill Christian Academy Warriors. Proud of this football team. Safe travels if you're listening and you're about to go on the road. All right.
What a fun night.
But we'll see you in 2 weeks at Charles V. Lang Stadium. As always, thank you for listening to the Warrior Way Sports Network and away football games of College Hill Christian Academy. And the Warriors are victorious, 3-0, first time since 2019, and 1-0 in 3A Region 1. May God bless and go Warriors. Shields up, swords out. This is the Warrior Way.